CrazyCockWine.com sports desk. You'll notice behind me, got some new Crazy Cock wine right there.
It's the dry red blend.
I'll be breaking that out shortly.
Yummy.
Josh, clearly, if you can see him, and is in the orangeinsoles.com sidekick chair because the chair is mostly orange.
Yeah, it
looks like they unhooked it from a airplane.
Yeah.
Looks like a gaming chair.
It does.
Yeah.
Okay. Christy Lee's in the next room. She's in the Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom. And if that phone rings, it'll be the track phone hotline. I do have some how about you news coming up. But first,
How about you? Tiger Woods, Peyton Manning won the charity golf match against lefty and Tom Brady, Phil Mickelson. Woods and Manning took the lead on the third hole and never trailed. Brady took a beating on social media and in the broadcast booth from Charles Barkley, who twice offered $50,000 of his own money toward charity if Brady would just hit the green on a par 3, while professional golfer Brooks Koepka offered $100,000 if Brady could just make a par. The website...
In Mr. Brady's defense, unlike Peyton, he's been pretty busy playing football and not being able to practice his golf game.
There's that.
The Buccaneers quarterback...
Little side note.
Do you have a pamphlet that says that you look at and say, well, 99% of the people are going to be against this gentleman? Well, I'm going to step in and
I'm just saying in his defense. I'm sure Tom's a great guy.
Of Tom Brady.
Peyton Manning, friend of the show, very nice guy. I'm a big fan.
Brady, the Buccaneers quarterback, also split his pants. I split my pants. That's SpongeBob. Thank you. And had to finish out the match with a different pair of trousers.
How did he happen to have another pair of pants lying around?
Yeah, no joke. Who takes another pair of pants?
Josh, do you have a pair of pants in your car?
Well, I'm sure he has
extra pair.
Brady team members and Brady team member sweatshirts. And
You always bring an extra pair in case you get a hole in one.
Oh.
Nice.
Oh, my God.
Hey, man, what a sniper. Just tagged us.
Hey, Ace, you got to wave. You got to give me a chance there. That's great.
42-year Brady retweeted a photo of his wardrobe malfunction.
Did you hear that? Josh, you got to have an extra pair of pants when you go golfing in case you get a hole in one.
Exactly.
A solid ace.
Pants wanted in on social distancing, I guess, Brady said.
Brady tweeted out, his pants wanted staying apart.
Well, in all fairness, Ace's joke much better than that.
Well, Ace tells jokes for a living. Mr. Brady, once again, spends most of his time being the best quarterback in the history of the NFL. Okay, there's that.
He really is, isn't he? And Champions for Charity drew an average audience of 5.8 million, making it the most watched golf telecast in the history of cable television. There you go. And they topped it off by $20 million for COVID-19.
There you go.
$20 million.
There's the numbers that count.
There's a number for
those guys.
What do you got? And speaking of the virus,
yes,
former NBA great Patrick Ewing is making progress in his fight against coronavirus. The son of the Georgetown University basketball coach says his dad has been released from the hospital and is continuing his recovery at home. Ewing announced last week that he had tested positive for the virus. He's 57. And now this from the National Hockey League.
Yes.
They're hoping to move on what they're saying is phase 2 of their return-to-play protocol early next month. That includes opening practice facilities and allowing smaller group workouts. 6 players will be allowed in team facilities at one time for the voluntary workouts. No on-ice coaching or instruction is permitted. A 22-page memo detailing the plan stresses there's no exact date for the start of phase 2 or a timetable on how long it will last. Of course, all of this brought to us by the kings of complication, the Griswold Institute.
Why can't they have a coach up in the booth with the PA system?
This is the rule. You don't
a coach from the PA system is pretty funny.
Shoot the puck.
Yeah.
Put it in the net.
What about 2 guys in a rowboat?
Shoot the puck.
What about 2 guys in a rowboat out on the ice?
Put it in the net.
You missed the net, Gretzky.
Oh, you mean the old classic?
Yeah. Do it. Oh, come on. Just say it.
I can't do it, of course.
There are no...
Oh, here we go.
We're going to get the whole thing? Hot damn.
Well, hey, by the way, Ace,
Doc?
I'm proud of you, Ace, after Ace attended the Tom Whiskey School of Joke Telling.
He's taking credit for
And
it.
he was quite aware that when you play golf, you always have an extra pair of pants
In case
you get a hole in one.
Yes.
Solid Ace. Thank you.
Exactly right.
Well, I'm here to tell the story of Josh Whiskey, a frontier idiot. I remember Josh Whiskey out there in the ice. And he's got a
A friend with him in his rowboat.
What are you going to say? A fryer?
No.
No, is that wrong?
A fifth
No.
Let
Josh,
talk.
Josh is just standing on the ice. He's got a fishing rod.
Oh, really?
He's got a fishing rod.
I've heard that there's a boat.
No,
All
no,
right.
he's got a fishing rod. He's got a big drill.
He's ice fishing.
Yeah,
What
he's
doing.
ice fishing.
Yeah.
And then he hears,
There are no fish there.
Josh Whiskey looks up. Must be the voice of God. He's telling me where I could catch some fish. So he moves 50 yards to his right, and then he hears,
There are no fish there.
so he moves another 20 yards
Boy,
north.
drills yet.
Starts drilling again.
Another hole there. Wow.
Oh,
There are no fish there.
now
he's
we're on to
thinking-
something.
Now he's thinking, well, who's that? The voice of God? He shouts out, God, is that you?
No, this is the arena manager.
See, he was in.
So you can't have a boat. A boat ruins the joke. 'Cause no one would have a boat
ruins the joke?
in the arena, you idiot. You'd gone to the Ace Cosby School of Joke Telling.
Sorry. I want to learn. Japan's professional baseball season will open on June 19th.
Thank Christ, I was going to bet
under
on
a
that.
plan that excludes fans. No fans. Sorry, no fans. The league made the announcement yesterday after an online meeting with a representative of the league's 12 teams. It came as state of emergency lifted in Tokyo. Oh, Tokyo. And on the northern island of Hokkaido. If you say Hokkaido 3 times, a giant lizard appeared. I didn't know if you knew that.
I did not know that.
And the Korean baseball organization, KBO, has suspended ex-Pittsburgh Pirates infielder Jung-Ho Kang.
Why?
Kang! For a year and ordered him to perform 300 hours of community service over a series of, as it says here in the story from the Associated Press, historical drunk driving cases. The KBO says the suspension will come into effect when Kang signs a contract. He applied to come off the voluntary retired list last week in a bid to return to the league. He has issued an apology through his lawyer.
Ah.
I don't know what's going on there.
Okay.
It is the Korean Baseball League. Yankee Stadium, speaking of baseball, could become a drive-in theater this summer. Well,
What?
now you're talking.
So we're not playing baseball.
Now you're talking. There's all sorts of problems in getting the Major League Baseball team back on the ice. Mr.
Well, that's one of the problems.
Yeah, well,
one
it's
of the
going to be.
problems right
So
there.
you look at a 100-mile-an-hour fastball while you're wearing skates. Oh, jeez, you got to be.
Is this real? Mr. Marco Shalma.
Marco.
Shalma, Shalma,
Wow.
is working to realize the idea after Major League Baseball, among other events, postponed or canceled due to the virus. Shalma is calling it the Uptown Drive-In Experience. He hopes will begin after July 4th and run through August.
For all 7 people in New York who own automobiles.
Yeah, has anybody told him about that? Nobody has a car.
Well,
they're out.
maybe they'll sit in the stands and put the theater,
They're out.
the screen out in the field.
The festival will include games, giveaways, movies, concerts, and food. Shalma said the only thing that would stop this from happening would be a change in New York's reopening plans to promote social distancing. Cars must be parked 10 feet apart with music streamed and soundtracks and movies streamed through car radios,
All right.
including the announcement, there's still time to get to our snack bar.
That's good.
That is good.
Thank you very much.
That might come in handy in the future.
What are you saying? What have you heard? I knew it. One Colorado resort.
Wait a second.
Give you
now.
6 guesses
Hang on
where
a second.
this story came from.
So does it say what kind of movies they're going to show?
No, it doesn't say.
What do you think?
Like New York centric?
I mean, are they going to do some kind of sports movies or?
You can do Pride of the Yankees, of course.
People say I got the virus.
Oh, yeah. See, they could update it. People say I got the virus.
Wow, this is as fresh as today's headlines.
That would be fun. You get to watch
Tanglefoot.
get to watch a movie, get a $24 beer.
Yes.
Boy, that Teresa Wright. Was that her name, the girl in Pride of the Yankees? I bet she threw it out.
You think? You think so? Huh?
Gave the old sloppy top. You know she did.
Oh man. Oh
Back
man.
then, to get in the movies. Huh?
20 years from now,
What's a sloppy
there'll be some guy. I remember I parked right there on second base at Yankee Stadium and watched a League of Their Own. Oh, did you, Gramps? Yeah, we couldn't go anywhere that summer. So is baseball getting any closer?
Nope. And what's
I like this. You can go to a drive-in. You can get to second base while you're on
getting to second base.
there you
second
go.
base?
You could be on second base.
And the rumor is that the owners are going to blame the players about money. That's from the players' side of things right now.
A car drives into the Yankee Stadium.
Oh, okay.
And there's like an usher there. And it's a guy in the car. It's a young man and his girlfriend.
Right.
He goes, "Can you tell me how to get to second base?" And the usher goes, "Why don't you try telling her you love her?" That's a joke.
Yeah, or maybe get her
Is there a
drunk
joke
first.
Yeah, get her drunk.
And then as he pulls away, you hear some guy kicking the lid of the trunk. So you sneak him into the
Right,
drive-in.
right. Gotcha.
Okay.
It's all worth it for that. Why don't you tell her you love her?
Yeah.
May I continue?
They could show basic instinct.
Base. Ick instinct.
Listen to
Or
him.
they could show, wait a minute, Batman.
Batman. Instead of Batman.
Yeah, right,
Batman.
Wait a minute.
Get short. Stop.
Get shortstop.
None of these are as good as what Ace did with the golf in the pan. None of them.
But Batman would really work.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but you're right.
Why would
Well-
you have to be Batman?
Sorry.
This is silliness.
I'm sorry.
Uncut diamonds? Does that make any sense? No?
of, yeah.
Diamond baseball? Just as much sense as you.
Diamonds are forever. I would have gone. With.
Diamond. Oh, diamond.
No, that's
A turd of a Bond movie.
not one of the good ones.
Dr. No.
Dr. No's, great movie. Goldfinger. Thunderball's my favorite.
I'm with you.
Goldfinger. I can't remember the theme to Goldfinger. Was there a song that went with Goldfinger?
Oh, God.
I mean,
Jesus!
that feels good. Bond. James Bond.
Okay, now, the first person who knows why we're reading this story, raise your hand.
Okay.
Okay?
This is radio. Can you have ready? Why don't we have people?
Shut up.
weigh
One
in?
Colorado resort is planning to reopen after being closed for over 2 months. Christy?
Tom, because he likes to ski.
That's exactly right. Arapahoe Basin. They call it the A Basin.
Do they?
Oh, of course.
Sure.
Now, you got your A basin, your B basin,
Your B Basin, your
C
Black
basin.
Diamond. Black Diamond. Isn't that a Kiss song, Black Diamond? Yeah.
Very good, chick.
Near the Continental Divide will open tomorrow
Gene's here. You owe him $6.
with restrictions. The resort will limit the number of skiers and snowboarders by requiring this. We're going through the whole thing of reopening a ski resort.
It's cool.
I'm surprised that people are still skiing in May.
Well, there are only a handful of places that remain
doing
open.
I'm not doing the rest of it.
Uh-oh.
It's kind of cool.
Tom will.
Oh no, I think it's great. I mean,
When's the latest you've ever skied? Have you skied Memorial Day weekend before?
no, I have
Still not too late.
I don't live near enough to a place where you can do that.
Yeah.
I'm sure a friend of mine will be going probably today.
Oh,
Really?
Or wait a minute, I'm sorry, tomorrow's when it opens. Yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
Sure. It's the snowpack still there to a degree. Obviously, I'm sure that they'll have.
Pretty cold there, huh?
I would
sorry, where
assume
are they
they'll only be using open air lifts. You won't be getting into a small
sure.
gondola with other people and
Where are they located? I missed that part.
Somewhere in
Colorado A Basin.
Oh,
There's a
okay.
couple of others that are going to.
Probably up in a mountain, I guess.
You think? Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, it's 1% Colorado. Where it is. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, 1% are Colorado.
1%.
many people ski. I know that, of course, that would involve you going outside. which
Vail
we've already established
Resorts
you don't like to do.
announced that instead of opening for skiing, it would instead focus on getting their summer operations going.
You think there's a workout place in there called Thinly Veiled?
Oh.
Or
What do you think,
like
Tom?
a salad bar?
What do you think?
No.
Thinly?
Oh,
Veiled?
okay. All right. Yeah, I was just wondering.
Such a weak pun
Yeah, whatever you say, Batman.
Certainly no basic instinct.
You have to hear yourself, right? You're a double standard in this whole place, up one side and down the other.
Oh, God.
And I was going to agree with you this entire break, and here
He was.
It didn't work.
here we sit.
I heard him. He goes, no, watch this. I'm going to agree with everything Tom said. He couldn't do it.
I did. I told Josh that. Ace is my
Well, think of your skiing. You're outdoors.
Yes.
And I think in the history of skiing, being 6 feet away from someone as a general rule has always been the case.
Of course.
That's the whole thing.
You don't want to be anywhere near someone.
You sound like a
Right.
golfer. That's what the golfers have said.
Well, it's true.
6 feet.
I mean, we have to get back to real life. You just have to do it with just be cautious. That's all. You can't.
Gotta open them up. Many. Gotta open them up.
Well, okay, fine. I don't know how you're going to get at skiing. Okay, if you're in an open air chairlift by yourself, I don't know what.
IQ's over 130. Don't get it. Is what I
Oh, is that what you heard?
That's what I heard.
You look out.
He's saying we're all susceptible.
Oh, okay. All right. Oh, no, specifically me.
Coming up, a great story in the news that involves this terrific song.
Oh, God. Wait a minute. Hold it.
I love this song.
Yes, indeed.
Watch
Although the original one, which is like 8 minutes long, the intro, a little long.
Well, you can do sports, weather,
Yeah, oh,
traffic.
yeah. You sure can.
And then
Yeah.
do sports headlines.
A lot of wow.
Oh, it's nice. I washed the car yesterday. Spent like 2 hours with my little girls washing the car. God, it's a blast.
Oh, and they did all the wheels, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, and then they gave everything wrong, and then they
Of
they point
course.
the hose at me, and it's
Yeah.
it's
Well, they did everything wrong.
Did you hear that?
They
you
did
hear
everything wrong.
Well, they're disciplined.
Of
Here, you give me that hose. Oh, it's fun. Now, I want to remind you that Chick McGee occasionally brings something to the table. It's pretty good.
Once in a blue moon.
This is the best. He brought me Simply Safe.
Simply Safe. Your compound's not secure or complete without Simply Safe. Home security. It's a do-it-yourself home security system, Tom, based on magnets and wireless technology. You install it. You program it up. You take control. You're the only one touching stuff with Simply Safe. Designed to be easy to use while protecting your whole home 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And that's all of them. That's all the hours in a day. You can order online with the click of a button, open the box, place the sensors, plug it in, and voila. Your home is protected around the clock. No technician.
Voila.
Voila, not
person-
voila, huh?
Voila.
Okay.
No person has to come and disrupt your home where you play with your toys. You don't need to pay an outrageous monthly fee or sign a 2-year contract, neither. Simply Safe was named the best overall home security of 2020 by U.S. News and World Report. And their 24/7 professional monitoring and emergency dispatch starts at just $1 a day, 50 cents a day. Head to simplysafetom.com and you get, what's that shipping, Josh?
It's free.
That's right, and a 60-day money-back guarantee. And you can get cameras, so you can keep an eye on your place when you're not there. I, of course, have these 7 cameras.
Of course.
My home is the
Yes.
Robert Altman of movie sets, and I have cameras everywhere. That's simplysafetom.com, exclusively for Bob and Tom show listeners.
Coming up, we have a little bit of news from the world of
Tiger King, Tiger King.
Tiger King news. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Keep us with you at all times. Get the Bob and Tom app now at your app store. State law.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, it's Bob and Tom 24/7. I'm Mark Allison. Thanks so much for joining us this morning. On the way, the Economonologues with Kostaki Economopoulos. On top of calling us, Kostaki's hosting his own game show. That's right, Fantasy Throwback on his Facebook page. He'll tell us more about that coming up. Follow him at Funny Kostaki. That's COSTAKI, Kostaki.com for more content and info on the stream, airing Wednesday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. That's Kostaki Economopoulos, the biggest name in comedy, on the way on a Tuesday right here on Bob and Tom 24/7.
From the crazycockwine.com sports desk, I'm Chick Gee with your Bob and Tom sports update. It was a made-for-TV event, and TV viewers made it a winner. Turner Sports says Sunday's charity match, featuring 2 pro golfers and 2 NFL quarterbacks, a ratings hit. The match, Champions for Charity, drew an average audience of 5.8 million viewers, making it the most-watched golf telecast in cable television history. Former NBA great Patrick Ewing making progress in his fight against the virus. The son of the Georgetown University basketball coach says his dad has been released from the hospital and is continuing his recovery at home. Ewing announced last week he's tested positive for the virus. He's 57. And the NHL is hoping to move on to Phase 2 of their return-to-play protocol early next month. That includes opening practice facilities and allowing small group workouts. 6 players will be allowed in team facilities at one time for the voluntary workouts. No on-ice coaching or instruction is permitted. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
New names for the show. Oh! And this is in the vein of how comedy clubs have all the wild names, so we could call it the Morning Ha-Has.
Yes.
I like that.
All right. Sort of a 60s vibe. Tom and the Wonders.
That's good.
And then, because of all your great medical advice that you give, even though you're not a doctor.
That's correct.
We could call it the Dr. Tom Show.
I love that.
Good.
Love it. Love them all.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, this is Bob.
And this is Tom. And this is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Comedy on your computer all day and all night.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Thinking I'd find a great career. I won't get rich, but found my niche was babes and bars and beer. I skipped my morning classes, I didn't want to go. I spent my time searching for that hairy buffalo. Chug-a-lug-a-lug, let's have another beer. Chug-a-lug-a-lug, I'm in my 5th college year. Chug-a-lug-a-lug, this campus life is great. Chug-a-lug-a-lug, I hope I never graduate. A toga party with Lynchburg lemonade. We all got drunk and headed for a midnight panty raid. We broke into the Kappa house, but no one seemed to care. It seems the girls of Kappa Row don't wear underwear. Chug-a-lug-a-lug, let's have another beer. Chug-a-lug-a-lug, I'm in my 6th college year. Chug-a-lug-a-lug, this campus life is great. Chug-a-lug-a-lug, I hope I never graduate. Sid, come here. Tell him that great story about the football game.
We went to the football game avoiding all the cops. The other guys were drinking beer. I was chugging schnapps. Someone scored a touchdown, although I couldn't see, because I was busy puking on the guy in front of me. His overcoat was ruined, and I felt really bad. He turned around, I puked again. It was my girlfriend's dad.
Chug-a-lug-a-lug, let's have another beer. Chug-a-lug-a-lug, I'm in my 7th college year. Chug-a-lug-a-lug, this campus life is great. Chug-a-lug-a-lug, I hope I never graduate. Chug-a-lug-a-lug, let's have another beer. Chug-a-lug-a-lug, I'm in my 8th college year. Chug-a-lug-a-lug, this campus life is great. Chug-a-lug-a-lug, I hope I never graduate.
Well, hello. 647 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Christy Lee has the forecast.
Q95, Fox 59 weather. Well, partly cloudy skies, but we will see some showers and thunderstorms pop up this afternoon, possibly. High 85. Still some thunderstorms late, down to 68 overnight. And then sun with scattered storms again tomorrow. High 83. It's currently 67.
Oh, man, we're going to hit 69 right here on the right here live on the
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. It's great to be here worldwide on American Forces Radio. And now in the orange chair, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's
over the
orange,
weekend,
all right.
while we were gone, they brought in this giant orange chair.
I demanded it.
If you duck, you can actually see the orange. Because your body is in the way, Josh.
It's much better when he's sitting in it because it really is
orange.
Orange.
I see. That's the orangeinsoles.com sidekick chair occupied by Josh Arnold.
And
Chick
I don't
McGee.
even want to guess how much it costs because it's got like a vibrator and a recliner.
It does?
It does?
It plugs in.
Yeah, listen to Christy.
Whoa. I think we need to change chairs.
It's Chick McGee at the crazycockwine.com sports desk right across the way there. This is Tom speaking. That's Ace over there, our engineer and the proprietor of the Ace Cosby joke of the day. I already had a little preview of the Ace Cosby joke of the day.
Yes, we did.
Involving the exciting golf match. Big charity event, raised a ton of money. Bravo to Tom Brady and Peyton Manning, Phil Mickelson, and Tiger Woods. But Mr. Brady split his pants, and they noted that he changed to another pair of trousers, and I was so surprised that he had an extra pair of pants with him. But Ace, as you pointed out, when you go golfing...
You always carry an extra pair in case you get a hole in one.
Does that feel good? You always take an extra pair of pants when you go golfing in case you get a hole in one, Josh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Very
We
good.
got the joke.
Okay, apparently not. That's Christy Lee weighing in with a
I laughed.
damning with faint praise from the
I
Navy
laughed.
Federal Credit Union newsroom. And if the phone rings, it's the track phone hotline. I think we've covered everything. We get back to the sports page with Chick McGee, and I've got a special request coming up in a minute.
Gotcha! The winner of this year's Iditarod Trail sled dog race
Yes?
Yeah.
has been stranded in Alaska since March due to the virus.
Oh.
Man, oh, man.
The ADN, Anchorage Daily News,
Indeed,
reports that Thomas Vanna and his 16 dogs have been unable to return to Norway. Thomas Vanna and his 16 doggies have been unable to return to Norway.
Isn't that your Swedish accent?
After the pandemic. It's my Norway accent.
So he's been stuck in Alaska. He hasn't had to eat any of the dogs, has he?
Oh, come on, Josh.
5.
Gosh, Josh.
It says here that 5 of the dogs have gone missing.
Thank you.
That's not true. I added that.
So he can't just take the dogs and start heading toward home?
The pandemic has led to travel restrictions and flight cancellations. Well, the dogs are going to have to keep their head up.
Yeah, they're going to have to do a lot of dog paddling.
Bering Sea or whatever the hell it is. Bernie said, I like Alaska a lot. It's kind of my dream place.
Oh.
But, I have a family.
Yeah.
Which means I am absolutely no hurry to get home.
Yes.
Werner has a wife and 5 kids.
Oh, yeah.
And 35 other sled dogs in Torpa, Norway. Torpa forever.
Torpa.
That's what he says.
Here's his wife.
Torpa.
You better get home, take care of these damn dogs.
He's 47-year-old. He plans to fly home in early June.
That's pretty soon.
Let's just give it another week. He said, my wife's been taking care of 35 dogs and kids and working as a veterinarian.
Oh, my
He
God.
added that once he returns home, yes, dear, will be the answer for everything.
Uh-huh.
Did he really say that?
Yeah.
God.
He can't get home, Tom.
So he has a total of, what would you say, how many dogs at
He's
home?
35 at home and
16 with him? Oh, my God.
That's
a job.
I'm almost certain the 7 years has passed. I did this.
Does it say in Alaska?
Wait a minute.
I was stranded somewhere. I said I was stranded, but I wasn't stranded. I just stayed there.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Where is this in Alaska? Do you know?
No.
Just say, no, I don't.
Nope, I sure don't. No, I think Fairbanks. I don't know.
Oh, man.
I give up.
That's a lot of dog poop to clean up.
Stupid world record. No, you just bring the guy over with the lawnmower and fertilize your lawn.
Yikes.
Here we go. An ultra runner has set the world record
What does that
for,
mean?
I don't know. For
Ultra
fast
marathons. They run
time.
hundreds.
Real fast?
No, they run lots. They run a lot farther than 30
No,
seconds.
but you hear this while he's running. Fastest time to run 100 miles on a treadmill. Zach Bitter, B-I-T-T-E-R.
Without stopping?
Yeah, he bit a lot of people without stopping.
Yeah.
Zach Bitter, Tom. Accomplished the feat in 12 hours, 9 minutes, and 15 seconds.
Ugh.
After getting by on mainly a liquid diet, the 33-year-old's first post-run meal involved... We've got his first post-run meal in the story.
He wants to eat some salad?
He ran for 12 straight hours.
How'd he go to the bathroom, Tom?
33. I
miles.
bet he didn't run for 12. I bet he had like a 10-minute break.
Did he get off to go to the bathroom?
No, going to the bathroom on a treadmill is easy. It essentially cleans itself.
Yeah. Take a crap and keep running.
Just put a bucket
On the end?
Yeah, you got to put it horizontally, though, because it goes flying off his back.
Listen to this. This sounds like Sunday football at my house. I'm getting a little misty here.
Yeah?
His first post-run meal involved 2 pounds of ground beef topped with melted cheese, sea salt, and bag of pork rinds.
Oh, God.
Pretty tasty.
Bitta ran on 2 treadmills and had apparently underestimated the power needed to power both machines, a fan, 2 cameras, and an air conditioner. Well, I get he'll be on City Power here soon. What the hell does that mean?
Where
Keep
does he
reading,
live?
keep reading.
He and his wife needed to run an extension cord through the house to ease power to the room.
Is that
What?
great?
No, I don't think. No.
He had a backup treadmill just in case.
Oh, because he got a hole in one.
Is that the old joke?
That's it. All right.
Seriously,
I'm
could he
trying.
stop at all? I mean, did he
I
get
don't-
breaks?
Right.
I assume he, as long as he keeps going. I mean, if you're running a real marathon, you're allowed to pause, and
That's true.
they obviously have lots of portalets along, for example.
Sure.
And other
The Boston Marathon.
and
Yeah.
people's front yards, of course.
Well, that was the problem. There,
Like a
people
dog.
just
like
You
a
have to
dog, Josh.
Re-grease your ass cheeks.
Oh, yeah.
You know they have to do that.
And their nipples.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of Vaseline.
re-grease your ass cheeks.
Yeah.
That sounds like a. I think that was what Nike was going to go with.
Let me tell you
And then they thought, just do it. It would be
you're-
better. Nike re-grease your ass cheeks. Good T-shirts,
If
but
you
not
don't-
everybody'd wear them.
Call your autobiography, Josh Arnold. I re-greased my ass cheeks. I'm not buying it. What do you think of that?
Zen and the art of
This guy did
re-greasing.
this in Wisconsin. This is pretty amazing. Good for him.
In
Wow.
Wisconsin.
Yeah, and he's indoors. That's the whole thing. I mean,
Well, yeah.
Yeah, and apparently he doesn't have a reputable power company because he has to run a power
well, he's
cord.
running 2 massive Nordic track
Could
and a camera and lights.
Could you run 2 treadmills and cameras and lights in your home without having to run an extension cord? The answer is yes.
You probably would have blown
No,
a
the
fuse.
answer is no. You may recall 2 months ago I told you remember the electricians had to come to my house to install a special line for
that's
the
right.
treadmill. Remember?
Yes.
That's right.
Mhm, yeah.
I hope I don't remember. I was not paying attention.
Well, it's a long story. I have a new treadmill, and it has to have special power and a weird plug, and
Special power.
because it's some
Many
kind of
watts.
electrical thing that involves professional electricians that had to come to my house twice, so I can see what happened to this guy. Good for him.
Good for him.
Congratulations to you, sir.
Yes.
Worldwide
He's a
hero.
world record holder.
Yes, indeed.
The only thing you got out of that was that he had a nice, 2 pounds of ground chuck or something for lunch?
And pork rinds.
Yeah, cheese. And, my gosh.
The worst part was the guy at the hotel behind him trying to, when are you going to get off the treadmill, pal?
Hey, pal.
So in your scenario, in order to make this, and I use the term joke, he has someone stand at the house waiting to use the treadmill.
Yeah, even though there are 2 there, it really doesn't work, does it?
All right.
I guess we'd be the 3rd guy.
No.
We're going to play coming up sometime this morning.
I demand I hear the intro.
We'll get the car wash for you coming up. When we come back, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Become a Bob and Tom VIP and get your Bob and Tom fix 24/7. Get all the info in the VIP area at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. Comedy, guests, Bob and Tom exclusives, and it's here on the internet. Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hope you had a great Memorial Day weekend. I'm Mark Allison, back at it on a Tuesday. It's the 26th of May. Kostaki Economopoulos and Dwight Slade going to be joining us via Zoom. Dwight Slade, you can follow him at Dwight Slade or go to dwightslade.com for more. Dwight, of course, in Idaho. Kostaki in Los Angeles, both joining us via Zoom on a Tuesday morning right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. Thanks for joining us.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union News Desk. Richard Branson's Virgin Orbit has failed on its first attempt to launch a test satellite into space aboard a rocket carried aloft by a Boeing 747 and released over the Pacific Ocean off the coast of Southern California. The inaugural launch had appeared to be going well until moments after the rocket was dropped from beneath the left wing of the jumbo jet named Cosmic Girl. The plane and its crew were safe and returning to base. No more information released. The United Nations warning about a possible side effect of the coronavirus, a rise in cyber attacks. The World Agency's disarmament chief says there's been a marked increase in computer-based crime, including a 600% spike in the transmission of malicious emails. Be on the lookout. And add another to the list of unique graduation ceremonies. The principal of Connett High School in North Conway, New Hampshire, has found a way to lift the spirits of his graduates with an actual ski lift. Kevin Carpenter has enlisted the help of a ski resort, which has agreed to have each of the 174 seniors take 4 guests along for a 10-minute ride to a peak at Cranemore Mountain. Once there, they'll get their diplomas, be photographed, and sent back down the mountain. That event will be on June 13th. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Thanks for listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
I just went on a date with one girl, and she was wearing a skirt and a pair of jeans under the skirt. Like she was trying to say, hey, Matt, here's 2 things you're not getting into tonight.
We thought of you earlier this morning because we had an interesting news story about a woman who cut open a potato, and inside it looked like there was a image of Jesus.
Really?
Yeah, really. And I've actually seen the picture, and I got to say, it does look like.
Yeah, this time around.
Yeah, it really does.
Yeah.
She split the potato to make potato salad, and when it opened up, both sides of the potato looked like there was a statue of Jesus standing with his arms out. Really, I mean, it did look kind of like a crucifix.
Big tater Jesus. Sour cream Jesus. Oh, French fried Jesus. Orida Jesus. Unbuttered Jesus.
Bacon bit.
Can't believe I ate the whole Jesus.
Come on, bacon bit, Jesus.
Hold the bacon bits for Ralph Jesus. Ole, oh Lord.
Yep, thank you.
Yeah.
Comedian Mark Maron is the man that we're talking with.
It's a cult, marriage. You get married, and all of a sudden you need married friends. Yeah. So, because it's only a matter of time before you end up in a little house that looks like any other house on your street, and it's a cul-de-sac, and you got a mortgage and a job you don't like, and then you have another.
7:03 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Christy Lee's got a quick forecast.
Q95 Fox 59 weather brought to you by CarX. Partly cloudy with showers and thunderstorms this afternoon. High 85. Currently 67 under sunny skies. Beautiful morning.
Thank you very much. This portion of the Bob and Tom Show features me torturing Christy Lee.
Oh, great.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just gonna.
You're not.
Say you've been injured at work. You've been injured at work. Who do you call, Christy?
Oh, I just reached for a hammer. That's
false.
That is false. Yeah, no, hammer's good for nails, not work injuries, Christy.
okay. Then I just call someone and says, "Hey, this is easy."
Christy, it's not easy. It's complex. Work injuries are crazed.
Okay.
You're wrong. Here's what you do, Christy. I'll just take it from here.
Please tell me.
Why do we have to suffer through this? Well, the answer is you don't have to suffer when you go to Galitko and Daly, the work injury lawyers. Galitko and Daly. Practice, what's it focused on? It's focused on injured people at work, obviously. They're OSHA trained, the entire staff ready to help you out. How do you find them? Well, instead of going to Galitko and Daly, this isn't a math problem. You just go to indianaworkers.com and find out what I'm talking about here, because they're the right answer. They go to work when you can't. Galitko and Daly. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. It's great to be here, and we are worldwide in a bunch of different ways, including American Forces Radio. Very happy to be there, and hope you remembered what yesterday was all about. Memorial Day, all the great men and women out there made the ultimate sacrifice.
May Military Appreciation Month.
Yes, indeed. Now, on a much lighter note.
How about you?
Well, I wasn't going to do the how about you yet. I should say on a much brighter note.
How bad?
I may have to wear sunglasses indoors because of the orange trim on Josh's chair.
I think we should push a button. Just pick a button and push it and see what happens.
I did, and nothing happened.
Is it not plugged in?
I don't think we've got it hooked up. Josh has a new chair. It's the orangeinsoles.com sidekick chair. I'll have you know. Chick McGee's at the crazycockwine.com sports desk. Oh, the new Crazy Cock came in. Did you see this?
Yes, I sure did. I already put it in my car.
I thought you were going to say, I already put it in my belly.
Already cracked one open.
Well,
a can of delightful Crazy Cock wine.
It's a dry red blend.
Yes, the dry red. There's a case of it right behind me. Now,
is that a breakfast wine, Christy?
It is for Christy.
Wines.
Let's see now. Chick McGee, of course, at the crazycockwine.com sports desk, and Christie's at the Navy Federal Credit Union news
desk.
One
more sports note of historical importance.
Well, congratulations again to Zach Bitter, who has the new record for 100 miles on a treadmill.
See,
good for you, Zach.
No, that's when you compare that world record 85 years ago today.
Yes.
Jesse Owens broke 3 world records and tied another in a span of 45 minutes of the Big Ten championships.
Now that's world record.
85 years ago, he ran the 100-yard dash in 9.4.
No.
He had the long jump at 26.8 1/4. The 220-yard sprint, 20 seconds.
Man.
And the 220-yard low hurdles, 22.6.
All right.
There you go.
85 years ago. Ooh.
Jesse Owens.
I love that song.
And then he talked to Hitler.
Jesse's Girl.
Yeah.
Oh, is that about Jesse Owens?
I think it is.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, actually, interestingly enough, Hitler.
We have Hitler in the news.
We have the weirdest Hitler news ever.
I saw this. I was like, I had to read it like 4 times. It's like, what the hell?
Yeah, it sounds like it's some bad premise.
Are you done? Should I do it?
Yes, I'm done.
For some kind of weird sci-fi movie. But
an alligator rumored to have been Hitler's pet has died. The Moscow Zoo said the alligator named Saturn was about 84 years old when he passed on Friday.
First off, the name
Saturn?
Yeah, I don't see.
Yeah.
Hitler Saturn?
No, he liked
like Blitzkrieg, maybe.
The Greek Roman planet.
According to the zoo, Saturn was born in the United States and was later sent to the Berlin Zoo, from which he escaped when the zoo was bombed in 1943. His whereabouts were unknown until 1946 when British soldiers found him and gave him to the Soviet Union. How did they know it was the same alligator?
I mean, how many alligators are there in Berlin?
I don't know. The zoo said
Maybe he
almost...
responds to his name like my dogs do.
Could be.
Said almost
Maybe
immediately...
it's a tiny mustache.
The myth was born that he was allegedly in collection of Hitler's and not in the Berlin
The
Zoo.
swastika armband?
Yeah, that could have done it.
Yeah.
You know how hard it is to teach an alligator to goose step?
Anything? Okay.
Well, there's, I mean...
You know, Jesse...
This has been a long-running story that this was Hitler's alligator.
Jesse Owens and Hitler. I thought you wanted to hear Jesse's girl.
Well...
10 minutes ago. Now we're on to the Hitler's alligator thing.
Oh, my gosh.
How long do alligators live?
This one lived, what'd you say, 84 years?
Yeah.
I mean, they've been around for, 30 million?
If you look at them, they look pretty prehistoric.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I heard that it was actually, what's her name, Ava Braun's gator, but typically, and like when you get your kids a frog,
Yeah.
All of a sudden, he gets it for Ava. The next thing, he's feeding the thing.
He's taking care of it.
He's doing all the work.
Going to flush her down the toilet? Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Bob and Tom, jump over the elephant. Oh, man, heard you guys talking about this stupid alligator.
Yeah, they say it was Hitler's alligator.
Oh, BS.
Oh, you don't believe it?
No, it's not true. I mean, I know this guy.
Oh.
I know Saturn. You know.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. He wasn't Hitler's alligator, man. See, the real Hitler's alligator, he'd been living in Brazil since 1945.
Oh.
Yeah, this guy. Oh, yeah.
I see.
Yeah, no, I know. I know to deal with Saturn, man. Saturn was Hitler's decoy gator.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, in case people come in and try to assassinate. It's like, oh, there's Hitler. Oh, there's his alligator. That must be him. They take him out. It's just decoys.
Who knows?
Yeah. I mean, as far as alligators go, Saturn wasn't bad. He was a decent gator, but most gators are douchebags.
Are they really?
Oh, absolutely. They've been unchanged for 30 million years. Right, and they never let you forget it either. Oh, you guys still evolving? That's cute. Oh, stupid jerks. He's always grouchy too.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Did you ever notice that? You ever been around a gator?
No, I haven't.
Oh, my God. I think one of the main reasons they're grouchy, sure, they can kill a man or you just swipe their tail, but they can't even scratch their junk due to the little arm.
Yeah, no, they can.
You can't argue with that.
That's gonna put you in a bad mood, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
That's right.
Little extra evolution ain't so bad now, is it? You can't imagine the places I could reach with my trunk.
I bet.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Never thought about that.
Christy, you ever thought about that?
No, never. Not once, Jumbo.
You never imagined my
just-
trunk just
No.
carelessly?
All right.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, but by the way, you want to avoid third base.
Yeah, no joke.
Oh, I guarantee. Once you had an elephant, you never go back.
I know. I'd be
And it
dead.
never goes back either.
You never go back to the elephant, right?
Okay, hang up the
I
phone.
thought it was once you went gray, you can't stay away.
Oh, once you go gray, I know you're gonna stay.
All right, let's move on.
Did you see the alligators on the 18th hole of the golf course in Hilton Head over the weekend?
No, I didn't see that. Oh, you were talking to me, weren't you?
No, I wasn't really. Tom,
so
you would have died. They were huge,
No
fighting.
thanks. So the myth that this was Hitler's alligator has been around for quite some time.
Mm-hmm.
They used to call him Mein Croc. See, Mein Croc would be a reference to a famous book. I can make Chick happy.
Yeah?
How about
Ready?
you?
Watch this.
Hit me, baby. Oh, yeah. You know what this is?
Yeah, this is a long intro.
Oh, man, it goes on
It's
forever.
so good.
Yep.
And they add one instrument every 10 minutes.
See, Mein Croc.
Indeed, yeah. Mein Kampf, yeah. Right,
Even though,
right.
even though it's an alligator.
Right.
This is still the intro to Car
Yep,
Wash.
still the intro. Coming at you with traffic and weather together coming up later this morning.
That's right, Chick, a car wash employee in North Carolina
Well,
making
we don't have
news
to do the
today.
whole story right now. I'm just
I did not.
I had a great time doing a hand car wash with my little girls.
Did you do the car wash move?
We did it all. Took 2 hours.
Take your shirt off and rub your chest up on the window.
Oh, like you're in some sort of Def Leppard video?
You know, like a Cool Hand Luke thing?
No.
Oh, that? Oh, boy.
Didn't do that.
She knows what she's doing.
Okay. So anyway, we'll get to the car wash story coming up. What was I going to mention? We have some really good requests also. We're going to get to those in a matter of moments, including a couple of letters regarding the phrase, how about ya? And also, we have a good reason to be playing this. And Ace, see if you can identify this song. Ready? Here we go.
Good Lord.
Okay, I admit these are pretty tough. How about this one?
The same song, right?
No. Okay, well, we'll find out.
Is it Montrose? It sounds like Montrose.
No.
It's
It's heavier than Montrose.
It's a band called Death Angel.
Oh.
Are you familiar with them?
The
Josh?
No, I'm not.
In the news for a good reason. It's good news. So I think you'll enjoy that very much when we'll get to that coming up. And your letters, Bob and Tom at bobandtom.com. Now, confusing world out there right now, but Harry's is around to give you one less public place you have to go. Harry's Razors, they're the best, and they'll mail them right to your house. Cover your grooming needs, and it's a simple formula. Quality blades as low as $2 each, delivered right to your door. I mean, it joined 10 million guys who've tried out Harry's. I had a great shave this morning. Thank you, Harry's. Use the code Bob and Tom. You get the set delivered right to you for $3. And then, of course, the delivery fee, Josh, is what?
It's free.
It's $0, okay? Harry's, the return to the essential, great quality, durable blades. They've cut out the middleman. Cost you about $2 a blade. And you're not going to have to go into a grocery store to get them. They're going to mail them right to you with this special offer for Bob and Tom Show listeners. It's amazing. New customers get $5 off the trial set with the code Bob and Tom when you go to harrys.com. You get the razor, the weighted handle, foaming shave gel, travel cover for $3 plus free shipping when you use the code Bob and Tom at harrys.com. You know how you get something that feels just right in your hand. You get that perfect pen. You get that one camera that feels just right in your hand. We know what I'm talking about. Harry's, that's the secret as far as I'm concerned, is the great shape and great design of the razor. Of course, it's got the great steel, and you get the razor, the handle, the foaming shave gel, the travel cover for $3 plus free shipping. What's wrong with you if you haven't checked this out yet? Harrys.com. The code is Bob and Tom. They'll appreciate it. We'll appreciate it. And you'll appreciate a great shave. Harrys.com. The code is Bob and Tom. Coming up, we've got Kostaki, Dwight Slade. I think my son Willie's going to check in from Chicago. Cool. I think he's losing his mind by himself in that apartment. And some interesting stuff about robots in the news. And did you see another Elon Musk update?
Yes.
The crazy name for the kid. It's getting worse. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Hey, don't forget, for every dollar spent for the foreseeable future at bobandtomstore.com goes directly to Feeding America. Buy now and buy often. Get your hats, your sweatshirts, your T-shirts for those Bob and Tom fans in your life. Can't be a better time to do it. Again, every penny, every dime, every dollar goes straight to Feeding America. Let's feed America, everybody. Head to bobandtomstore.com.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union Entertainment News Desk. Queen guitarist Brian May has had quite a month of health issues, and not because of coronavirus. Earlier, you'll recall he severely tore a muscle in his buttocks while gardening. Then he said he had a pain inconsistent with that injury, and another MRI revealed he had a compressed sciatic nerve. And after that, he experienced about 40 minutes of chest pains and what he calls a small heart attack. He was diagnosed with 3 congested arteries and is on the mend. Former American Idol judge Randy Jackson has returned to playing bass in Journey. Neil Sean tweets Jackson's rejoined the band. He played with Journey in the mid-'80s. Neil Sean says Narada Michael Walden will take over on drums. Journey fired bassist Ross Valeroy and drummer Steve Smith after legal fights over ownership of the Journey name earlier this year. And the song Respect and These Boots Are Made for Walkin' are being remade as children's picture books. The book Respect, about a girl and her family who imagine a life full of possibilities based on mutual respect. These Boots Are Made for Walkin' is about a cat who's jealous after his family adopts a puppy. Songwriter Lee Hazelwood gets the author credit on that one. Otis Redding on, of course, Respect. Both books go on sale October 6th. And that's your entertainment news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Hey, guy, it's Kid Tarmac. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Take that to the bank. 24/7. I know.
Listen up, fellas. This is just for you. It's the brand new dance where you drop your pants.
There's a new craze, it's a sensation. Every guy is doing it across the nation. First thing you do, take off your clothes. Get ready to strut, get ready to pose. Grab your package, tuck it away. Between your legs is where you want it to stay. Do the vag.
The vag. Come on, give it a whirl.
Do the vag.
The vag. Pretend that you're a girl.
Do the vag.
The vag. You're a macho punk.
Do the vag.
The vag. Nobody sees your junk.
Make sure it's snug, then cut a rug. Do the vag.
Yeah, you're looking fantastic.
Your friends will laugh, 'cause it's so funny. You look like a hairy Playboy bunny. Look in the mirror, where's your weenie? It disappeared like your Houdini. It's really cool, it's not outside. Do the vag every day and night. Do the vag.
The vag. Man, you got it working.
Do the vag.
All the vag. You can't see your gherkin.
Do the vag.
The vag. Show your buddies in the shower.
Do the vag.
The vag. 'Cause you've got that power.
Your friends will say you must be gay. Do the vag.
Use your imagination.
Don't do the twist. Don't do the hustle.
Do the vag and hide that love muscle.
Forget the rumba and the Macarena.
Just boogie down without your genitalia.
Do the vag.
The vag. It's better than the tango.
Do the vag.
The vag. No wonder where your wango.
Do the vag.
The vag. From the back we see your hiney.
Do the vag.
The vag. In the front you've got a giny.
For a big surprise, tuck it between your thighs.
Do the vag.
Hey Romeo, you've got a camel toe.
Do the vag.
Hi, this is Bob. And this is Tom. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Oh, he was so sweet. It was our first date, and he went all out. He bought me dinner, he got me drunk, and then I got bald.
Oh, did you ever? It was perfect. Britney Spears recently shocked the world with her latest fashion statement. A completely shaved head. Now, to commemorate Britney's new look, Bob and Tom Labs is proud to introduce their new perfume, Bald.
B-A-L-D. Bald.
A fragrance for today's unraveling woman. She's kooky, she's crazy, and she's getting bald.
Tomorrow's my girlfriend's birthday, and she'll definitely be getting bald.
What woman wouldn't love to get bald?
721 Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Thank you, legendary voice of Ace Cosby. Christy Lee has
Yes, sir.
the weather forecast.
Q95 Fox 59 weather brought to you by the CarX Man. Will become partly cloudy. We'll have chance for showers and thunderstorms popping up this afternoon with a high of 85. Tonight, thunderstorms late down to 68, and some scattered storms tomorrow with a high of 83. 68 now.
Scattered thunder showers. Boom, boom, boom. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Let's see, May 26th, 2020. The semi-quarantine continues. Happy to be here. And let's see now. There's Ace, there's Chick, that's Josh. I'm Tom. Christy Lee's over there. Now, a technical matter has been brought up.
What's that?
Got this nice email from Charles. Subject heading, if Josh had an orange chair.
Hello, Charles.
Okay, yeah.
Josh now has a very bright orange high-tech chair. I don't know where you got that thing.
Yeah, this thing
matches his insoles.
Because Josh's, of course, is at the orangeinsoles.com sidekick chair. It says, if Christy Lee is at the Navy Federal Credit Union news desk.
Yes, sir.
Then she's obviously at the Navy Federal Credit Union news chair.
Yes.
She should have a Blue Angels fighter jet cockpit.
Oh yeah.
To work from.
Man, that'd be awesome.
Might be a little pricey.
That's my one regret in life was not flying with those guys.
You had a chance?
I think somebody offered
now, Chick,
at one point in life.
You were in what?
Something Mustang.
Yeah, it was a P30.
Number
P51.
P51. Number in a letter Mustang.
It was P18 something. Let me.
Yep.
I don't know, man.
I've never thrown up so lustily in my life.
I was going to say, I don't think I've got the.
I think there's audio of me vomiting in the background with Tom going, I'm not sure what's going on. I think, oh my. Something like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Ouch.
Sorry. Now, let's get back to the action. We have once again. Let's see. Ace is over there with his new Las Vegas Raiders cap, which is very nice. And Chick McGee, of course, at the crazycockwine.com sports desk. Wait a minute. That's the track phone hotline.
Oh
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Bob and Tom, it's Donnie Baker.
Donnie.
Chick, if you got that video of you puking, man, if you can't hold your mud video, that could go viral on TikTok or something.
Oh, yeah, I bet it would.
I swear to God, you'd be famous.
Oh, yeah.
Man, I'll say it like this. I don't know about you guys, but I'm happy to see things opening back up and stuff.
Getting back to life, are you?
Oh, man, and you know what I'm most excited about? Finally, last phase where I live, bowling alleys are opening back up.
Oh, they are?
I just hope they don't check my temperature before they let me bowl. My cabin fever's off the charts.
Oh, really?
I'm ready to get after it. And I ain't sure if I mentioned it, I'm a real good bowler, too.
I didn't know that.
I swear to God, I averaged 219 one year.
Whoa.
Which is almost exactly what I got on the math part of the SAT. No, Chris has only half of it. It really ain't surprising that I got so good at bowling, because before this stupid COVID thing, I bowled, 5-6 days a week.
Really?
Like 3 days were evening leagues. The 2 were just serious practice.
Yeah.
And then I always did that crazy midnight cosmic bowling thing. You guys ever do the cosmic?
Oh, sure. That's so
kids
cool.
love it.
Black lights.
Yes.
Yeah, man, the place where I bowl hires a DJ, black lights, strobe lights, disco ball, everything. It's like a rave, but without all the ecstasy and probation. Sometimes they get different themes going. Once we had to dress up like pirates, and you's only allowed to throw hook shots.
Oh, really?
I never understood that. Do you know when you wear an eye patch, it throws off your depth perception?
Sure.
I rolled a 119 on Pirate Night.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yep. 60 on my lane and 39 on the lane next to me. I swear to God. The same reason I ain't wearing no mask during this quarantine, because I don't want to throw off my equilibriums. My cousin Lonnie,
Right. Yes.
Lonnie used to work at Riverside Lanes. I don't know if I tell you, he got hired on to run the front desk. Man, that job's way more busy than you think. You know, you got to check people in, you got to cash them out. Then they always leave their rental shoes right there on the counter. And that was Lonnie's department, too. You know, he said them shoes put off more steam than a space heater.
Oh, man.
I swear to God.
Wow.
And he'd have to put them away.
Yikes.
You talk about stinky pinky, but he was a pro, man. I swear to God, he'd always spray that secondhand smoke in them before putting them back on the rack. Something about OSHA. But best part of Cosmic Bowl is pretty much pitch dark. And back when me and Angel Skinners were on Tuesday night trios, all it took was a couple rum runners to get her mind in the gunner before a spare ball. I swear to God. And she always bowled in that denim skirt like the pros. And if she go into a heat, she'd sit on the hand dryer just to air out her crotch.
Boy.
I swear to God, it was like that famous Marilyn Monroe pose over the sewer, remember?
Right,
Over the
of course,
subway, yeah.
Yes.
And they always sold out of catfish nuggets on Tuesdays, too. Solve that puzzle. Oh, and if the air dryer couldn't contain her, she'd make me hit it right there on the ball return, man. I ain't bragging, but doing it on the ball return worked out in her favor, Christy.
Why?
Well, think about it. Thanks to me, she was getting 9 pounds from the front and 10 from the back every other frame. I swear to God.
Sure.
I gotta go.
Okay.
Let me know if you want reservations.
Thank you.
He's such a
If he
liar.
got 60 on his frame and 39 on the other, that would be
109. No,
be
60, 30, 99.
99.
99.
Yeah,
well, he
can't
did
even-
get the
can't even- can't even
212 on
score,
the
right?
math.
10,
yeah.
I think.
He's no wonder he got the 240 on the
219
SAT.
or
Yeah,
whatever.
okay. Sorry, I shouldn't start doing math during Donnie's segment.
Probably should.
Thank you very much. Oh, where were we? Oh, I know. We have
We have a guest.
some. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, there's my son Willie.
It's that damn kid.
Good morning. How about you, Chick? How
Willie,
about
you got your shirt on.
Yeah, I do. I got this is my fun little cute polo shirts that I put on to pretend that the world is regular.
That's
I'm
nice.
shocked that you are up this hour.
Looks
Are you
good.
an early morning guy?
Yeah, I wake up pretty early. Yeah, always have. Kind of used to it,
No, I know you're in Chicago and you're proud, but I've never been.
You know, there's a little voice in my head going, "You're going to work for him. You're going to have to work for him. Be nice."
Do you have curtains at that place?
I have these kind of see-through curtains. They're not. They let the light right in. I don't know.
can tell you, it's very bright. And, yeah, that is.
Oh, yeah, those are ineffective.
Yes.
The curtains are down.
Yeah, no wonder sleeping is a problem.
Yeah.
No, I mentioned you had a shirt on because we called you yesterday. I was with two of my little girls, and we called Willie. And for the second day in a row, you answered the phone on the FaceTime shirtless.
Yeah, I was catching a little sun,
Yeah,
catching some rays.
Oh, nice.
Catching some rays in your apartment?
I've got a little outdoor area. It's a tiny little outdoor area, and it only works out where the sun hits there from about 9:30 to 11 a.m. There's a window.
So there's this
where you
one
can
little
get direct
corner.
sunlight.
Yeah, the girls. So we that was on Saturdays. Or no, wait a minute. What is today? So we called you both Sunday morning and Monday morning, and both times you were shirtless. So the girls were hysterical, and they were convinced you didn't have any clothes on.
They thought you were naked.
They were convinced he was naked.
Hey, I got to take my clothes off. My sisters are calling. Hang on a second.
That's creepy.
You won't hear that, I don't think. No.
Well, they're little.
Yeah.
But that's what they think. And one of his sisters, his 4-year-old sister, takes her clothes off constantly.
Hart?
Yeah, Hart. You walk around the corner, no clothes. Changes clothes 5 times a day.
Is she your favorite sibling this week?
Heart, yeah, you bet. She's following the traditions.
Okay.
It's a lot funnier when she has her clothes off, though. Yeah.
You were that way when you were little, by the way. You were nudist as a young kid. Fortunately, it passed by the time you hit about 7.
They can start putting you in school.
Yeah. It's a little more awkward. So you all weekend by yourself?
Yeah, all weekend by myself. Just hanging out alone. Little solitude.
Yeah. A little.
Yeah.
Well, now, did you do some video games? What are you doing up there?
Yeah, I'm playing video games. I'm like, I'm on my phone constantly. I'm watching TV shows. Watching The Patriot. Got really pumped up watching The Patriot over the weekend.
All right.
Getting mad about the Redcoats,
Which one is that? I haven't seen that.
I haven't seen it either.
It's about the Revolutionary War.
I figured, but...
Isn't Mel Gibson in that?
Well, that's the movie.
Yeah, which is, he's not American, so that's the fun. But yeah.
Oh, this is the movie, not the...
Okay, yeah, there's a show called Patriot. So
I'm watching the movie. Yeah,
gotcha,
the film.
Gotcha, yeah.
Okay, all right. What else is going on?
Not much. I have a suggestion list of some little segments I could do on the show if you guys want to hear them. I think.
Go ahead. Yeah, we'd love to hear them.
Okay, so here's a fun idea. I call in and I could review fashion tips.
Oh, how about that?
Yeah, give fashion tips, not really review them.
Okay,
that
so
could be fun.
like men in capri pants. What are your thoughts?
I think it's a good look. Is that right?
That's a bold stance there.
And I think it's good for the summer. I could review different kinds of Red Baron pizzas.
All right.
I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Red Baron.
You have a favorite?
Just the Red Baron, though.
Yeah, no, just Red Baron. I don't like the other brands.
Do they have more than a couple?
Oh, yeah.
There's plenty of variants.
Oh, my gosh.
Pepperoni, sausage and
Thick
pepperoni.
crust, thin crust. Sure.
Round.
Wait a minute. Is Red Baron the one that has the 2 mini pizzas
They do make those.
In the long box. Oh, those are good. I like that one.
Oh, you like those?
Oh, those are very tasty.
He likes the single serves, yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Those are very good. Deep dish. Nice.
So the next segment, I could tell you guys the meanest things my dad ever said to me.
Oh, well, that's a no-brainer.
All right.
Well, I can start with, I see you still have the mustache.
Oh,
Are you trimming it? You really shouldn't. It's so thin to begin with.
There's nothing to trim. It comes in like this. I haven't touched it. It's just been growing in like this for months now. This is all I'm going to get.
Wispy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, at best.
It's not great. It's not. I kept thinking the longer it goes, it'll get more full. It is not growing in more full. Not at all.
A guy who has that mustache sounds like this. Well, yeah. Well, of course, yeah.
What else could you do in the show? Go ahead.
I could. Oh, you guys could pay for me to get takeout from 5-star restaurants, and I could eat it. It's not great audio, admittedly, but yeah, I could eat it on the air.
Oh, all right.
Wait a minute.
Oh, first of all, there aren't a lot of 5-star restaurants open at this hour. That'd be kind of a bummer.
Well, probably a couple. You're in Chicago. I don't know.
Give me 5 stars on Yelp or like the Zaggett's guy.
Oh, there you go.
Very good question. Solid question. What else could you do?
Well, I don't know if you guys are big fans of podcasts, but I also have names of podcasts that we could all do together if you guys wanted to. So just whenever, we could get together, hang out, do a podcast.
Okay, do you have any examples?
That sounds like fun.
Yeah, like me and Chick, we could do one called the How About Chaps. And we're just a couple of chaps yelling, how about you?
And remember, how about you? We're the how about chaps.
Josh and I, we could do one called Party Time, where me and you just get loose.
Yeah, get all turned. Yeah.
Me and Ace could do one called Ace and the Hole, and my nickname is the Hole for that one.
That's not very flattering.
Man, that hole tears me up.
But yeah, those are just some of the ideas that I could do for little segments on the show.
Okay, well, thank you very much. Now, do you have a new game for us? Because we've been doing this challenge in which you give us multiple choice. Do you have a?
Well, I have a teaser for you. I have a teaser for a game. So it's the segment of the game is always the same. It's 3 questions and 3 answers. It's multiple choice.
Right.
And this time you're going to have to pick between Earth, Fire, or Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Oh, okay.
So, Earth, Fire.
Or
That's
Earth,
a tough
Wind,
one.
Fire.
Yeah.
It's tricky.
What are you going to do with September?
Oh,
That could be Earth. That could be Earth, Wind, and Fire.
yeah.
See, this is the challenge of the game.
Oh, so we're not doing the game. We're not doing the game right now.
He's
Okay.
just teasing it.
Oh, it's just a teaser. Just a teaser.
Okay, well, we'll keep growing the mustache.
Will do. Have a good morning,
Looking
y'all.
good.
Bye,
Thank
Willie.
you.
See you, Bill.
You're a great kid. Now, Hole is his nickname. Remember?
Oh, the hole. Yeah.
Yes, the Hole. Okay.
Ace
thank
and
you.
the hole.
Okay. Ace will be Ace and the Hole.
I like it.
Okay. Now,
He's got a lot of ideas, doesn't he?
That kid, well, he doesn't have time. He's just sitting there.
no, we
What
called
else
him.
does he do?
We called him. Was it Sunday morning or
Yeah.
whatever it was? And he was outside, shirtless, in this little teeny corner of sunshine on his little balcony.
Oh, I bet they were
3
howling.
floors up. But the girls now are convinced because we called him the next day and he was also shirtless.
He's got it all timed out, though, when the sun hits. That's what I like.
Yeah, they think he's a nudist.
Oh, they were giggling, I bet. That's funny.
They couldn't stand him. Call Willie. Call Willie. See if he's got his clothes on.
That's funny.
Thank you very much. Now,
I hope they belt that out when you're at some sort of department store or something.
Now, I want to squeeze in a quick request. We've been getting a lot of email. It's bobandtom at bobandtom.com. Getting it from all over the world. Happy to read it. Oh, got a real quick one here from Homer, Alaska.
Oh, wow.
We had some Alaska news earlier this morning about some guy who's stuck. Yeah. He won the Iditarod and he's stuck there. Hi guys, I live in Homer, Alaska. As much as it pains me to admit it, I have to agree with Tom about the bald eagles. They're plentiful here, but I still get a thrill when I see them. One landed on my deck a couple of weeks ago.
Now that's
that
awesome.
Would be so cool.
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
A 15-year listener in Homer, Alaska.
Well,
thank you very much.
Can you see the dogs? They wouldn't know what to do.
Now, speaking of dogs, a guy sent us this because Chick is famous on his show for doing stupid world records. This is one of the funniest.
He insists on doing them.
Yeah,
funniest photographs I've ever seen.
Where I hang my hat.
It's the world record for the most tennis balls held in the mouth by a dog.
Yes, it's a golden, and it's like...
It's a golden retriever. Apparently, it's 6 tennis balls.
Yes.
There's a picture of this golden retriever. It's hilarious. I believe
in typical golden fashion, it's just, okay,
I believe the doggy's name is Finley. in Canandaigua, New York, I guess this is. So congratulations. Thank you very much for that. And by the way, it says, how about ya? How about ya? Chick McGee here to say, how about ya?
Well, thank you very much.
Oh, I wonder if those
to the tune
of Hello There.
Hello There.
Oh.
How about ya? How about ya? How about ya? Chick McGee is here to say, how about ya? Little suggestion. I think we can certainly get to work on that. But he's a big Eagle fan and wants to hear this classic from Timmy Cavanaugh.
Time helps some species come back and grow stronger. I'm glad one creature's endangered no longer. I wanna fry up an eagle just to see. Fry up an eagle. Use the Colonel's recipe. It's still illegal. It shouldn't be. I need to know what one tastes like. I wanna fry up an eagle. My curiosity first killed the cat who wasn't that tasty, frankly. I wanna fry up an eagle. They're dolphin free. Glenn Fry and the eagle said it subliminally. Did it, they're bald. Did it, and yummy. Oh yeah. Yeah!
Well, that is just
Fry up an eagle. Thank you very much. Tim. Please don't eat your eagle. We have some cool pictures of eagles. There's a big eagle's nest right near where we are right now. Coming up, weird news about rats. I don't know if you saw this.
I did.
Just bizarre. It's a
Now we have to worry about those too.
Yeah,
God.
this massive rat problem. Maybe that'll go away, we hope. Also, Christy, what else have you got over there?
Well, it's National Tap Dance Day. I'm sure we'll tap dance around that.
Can you
Doing our own bits now.
You impress me as being some sort of a tap dancer there with your show choir. Josh, is that the case?
A bit of the soft shoe. Sure, yeah.
All right. Just put the salt on the floor.
Yeah.
And
That's always Bob's secret desire to
Yes,
learn how
it
to do
is.
that. I think one of
And
these
now-
days he's going to show up with a.
There's Josh. Look at him go. I hope you have the YouTube video going.
I like the arm
Shuffle
movement.
ball chain. Shuffle.
Oh, I'm a showman, Tom.
Shuffle ball.
Well, he's selling it, isn't he?
Yes.
You read any good books lately?
Okay, thank you very much. All that and more when we come back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete copy of the Bob and Tom Show contest rules, go to bobandtom.com/contest-rules. Or just scroll down to the bottom of the page and see contest rules. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hello. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. This has been Chick McGee speaking.
Rolling through a Tuesday, the 26th of May. I'm Mark Allison, Kostaki Economopoulos, Dwight Slade on the way. And don't forget, tonight you can be watching highlights from today's show beginning at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific on Bob and Tom's YouTube channel. It's Bob and Tom Tonight. 20 minutes of the best of today's show tonight. Just search Bob and Tom YouTube. Go there today and subscribe. It's free. Go to bobandtom.com. You can even catch it on Bob and Tom's Facebook page. Just making sure you're tuned in. 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, and you'll be dazzled by the funny right here, Bob and Tom 24/7. But go to Bob and Tom's YouTube channel for Bob and Tom Tonight.
From the crazycockwine.com sports desk, I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. It was a made-for-TV event, and TV viewers made it a winner. Turner Sports says Sunday's charity match, featuring 2 pro golfers and 2 NFL quarterbacks, a ratings hit. The match, Champions for Charity, drew an average audience of 5.8 million viewers, making it the most-watched golf telecast in cable television history. Former NBA great Patrick Ewing making progress in his fight against the virus. The son of the Georgetown University basketball coach says his dad has been released from the hospital and is continuing his recovery at home. Ewing announced last week he's tested positive for the virus. He's 57. And the NHL is hoping to move on to Phase 2 of their return-to-play protocol early next month. That includes opening practice facilities and allowing small group workouts. 6 players will be allowed in team facilities at one time for the voluntary workouts. No on-ice coaching or instruction is permitted. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
I was known as the school slut in high school because I slept with girls' boyfriends, including the most popular girl in school.
That'll do it.
I just found out my 20th high school reunion is scheduled for November of next year, and I wasn't invited.
Oh, my God.
Should I just show up anyways or let it go?
Oh, show up.
Oh, show up. Hell yeah.
I did not get an invite to my 20th.
Or Joshy, were you the school slut?
I did sleep with a lot of girls' boyfriends, yes.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, man, this is Donnie Baker, and this is Bob and Tom 24/7. I swear to God it is. That's like all day and most of the night.
It's a song about Bob and Tom. Tom and I are enemies, we are the worst of friends. We live out on an island, each on different ends. One day I was on the beach and fell down in the sand. I turned around and there I found a shiny little lamp. I picked it up, I rubbed the lamp, and much to my surprise, out popped a genie right before my eyes. She said, I'll grant 3 wishes, but don't take very long. For every wish she grants to me, she'll double it for Tom. She's the genie of the lamp, she's here to grant my every need. For every wish she gives, she'll double for my enemy. Oh, genie of the lamp, for my 3 wishes I give thanks. For my first wish, I'd like $1 million in the bank. She grants my wish, so Tom will now get double the amount. So now he has $2 million in his bank account. She's the genie of the lamp, she's here to grant my every need. For every wish she gives, she'll double for my enemy. My second wish, I'd like 100 naked dancing girls. So Tom will get 200 gorgeous ladies of the world. And for my final wish, oh genie, this I ask of you. I would like just one of my testicles removed. She's here to grant my every need. For every wish she gives, she'll double for my enemy. She's the genie of the lamp. She's here to grant my
So that means...
Tom gets twice.
Hello, ladies. Hey! Hi, ladies. How are you?
What a hallmark moment this is.
Well, I've got $2 million, ladies, but hello, ladies. Hey, come back. No, thank you.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Drew Hastings is our guest.
What is this Amish thing? You guys have an Amish band or something?
Yes. Oh,
yeah.
I went to an Amish strip club once. I'm sure of funnel cakes. Unbelievable. All these girls are just standing there in a G-string and a bonnet.
All right.
How titillating. Take it off, Hester. And these guys, they have no electricity. These guys just play square dance music. Now, shake your tits.
It's round and round. Got those pads.
Oh, hey, 7:45 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
She's Christy Lee. She's right there through the glass, and she's got the weather forecast.
And it basically is calling for some sunshine and a chance for thunderstorms popping up today and tomorrow. High today, 85. High tomorrow, 83. We skipped the 69 and went straight to 70, chick.
Thank
Sorry.
you very much.
I don't believe it.
When does the
69 here?
When does the humidity festival end? Are we going to get some...
This weekend.
Okay.
It's going to be very nice this
It's
weekend.
too hot right now. It's too
Stop
hot.
it.
I look forward to that. Thank you. Shut up, Jeff. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. I'm having a little trouble getting used to it. It's significantly brighter in this studio than it ordinarily is because Josh now has a weird-looking chair that it's half orange.
Oh, man, all kinds of gizmos.
It's got plugs in.
Got your lumbar. It's got your vibrator. It's got all sorts of stuff.
But it's orange because that is officially the OrangeInsoles.com sidekick chair. Now, a chick's in the CrazyCockWine.com sports chair, which is really just a chair in front of the CrazyCockWine.com sports desk.
And I'm half full of Crazy Cock wine.
And the Crazy Cock wine, the new arrival came over the weekend. I've got some right behind me.
It's all cool.
Yeah, it's a red blend. It looks
there you
good.
Christy, you got a little Crazy Cock in you?
Yeah, not yet, but I'm planning on it later.
Oh. What do you think of that?
Would you like some? Is what I was.
Yeah, it's almost a joke. Had the sort of the sonic architecture of a joke
today?
without the actual content.
Nobody thinks I'm as unfunny as Tom does.
I know. It's unbelievable.
Can you imagine someone listening to the show for the first time?
No, Josh, you are hilarious.
Why did those people sit in that room with Tom?
Let's see. This is Tom speaking. That's Ace over there, the proprietor of the Ace Cosby Joke of the Day, coming up in the next few minutes. Also coming up, comedians Dwight Slade and Kostaki Economopoulos. I'm very excited about that. Kind of some sports over the weekend. It was nice to see some actual sporting events take place.
Yeah, a little golf.
Yeah, the golf thing was really cool. Peyton Manning and Tiger Woods defeating Phil Mickelson and Tom Brady in a special charity golf outing. Raised more than $20 million. Nice going, gents.
Brad Krzyzewski won the NASCAR race.
Coca-Cola 600.
It's exciting.
Krzyzewski, okay. Anyway, we're going to move on. Oh, there's the track phone hotline.
Look at this be.
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Bob and Tom. It's me, Peyton.
Hey, Peyton. How are you?
Hey.
I guess you guys saw me and Tiger kick butt over the weekend.
It was great. Congratulations on all the money you raised for charity.
Yeah, it was so surreal at the same time. I mean, baked beans and pie crust, heat bumps. It's really humble to be part of it.
Omaha.
Yeah. Hey, Bob. Oh, hey, Eli. I'm on the phone now with Bob and Tom. Yeah, I heard the phone ring. I just figured it's another of Tom Brady's. Not surprised you're up so early, Peyton. You should be well rested after Tiger carried you all weekend. Oh, stink bait. You're just jealous. What's next, Peyton? You going to try boxing and hire Tyson to be your ref? Eli, I think you're just butthurt you weren't invited. Oh, yeah, Peyton? Well, put this in your little customized souped-up cart. Blow-ma-haw. Oh, baked beans. Deer tick. Crazy cock. Reverse Morgan. Guys, cut it out or you're both grounded. Now get off the phone and finish these toaster strudels. Sorry, Mama. I started it. Bob, Tom, I've got toaster strudels to do that.
Okay.
Thanks, man.
Get to those, yeah.
No. It's like the fact that they're respectful to their mother.
Yes. See, the whole family, even the mom, sounds the same.
Is that what's going on?
Amazing.
I had no idea. Oh, that's funny. That's great.
Exactly what's going on there.
Yeah. But yeah, Peyton, big winner with Tiger. It was fun and very successful, raising some money. So bravo. Now, lots of other sports kind of getting back into action. Maybe it's confusing. The NHL has like a phone book's worth of potential rules. And
22-page document.
They'll get back on the ice by mid-August. And just in time to start practicing for next season.
Right.
Now, who knows what's going on. Now, I can't believe it. There's the track phone hotline again.
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
This is Dick Hitzwater sitting in for Humpty Tulips. And this is some other news.
Sorry, Dick, Dick, who are you sitting in for?
It'll be explained.
Oh.
Rocker Steven Tyler recently turned 72. It's rumored that after his birth that the doctor remarked that Steven had his mother's lips and then politely asked the new mother to close her legs.
All right.
Wow. Must be something wrong with the script here. Here's a long lost fact.
Yeah.
sporks were originally going to be named foons.
Oh, really? Huh?
I was wondering about that.
And here's another interesting fact. The native tribes of Mongolia believe that there is an actual man in the moon who likes to watch you do it when you forget to close the drape.
I did not know that.
And here's yet another fascinating fact for your next cocktail party.
Okay.
Beans are, in fact, a fruit.
Oh.
The rest of the bean plant is a vegetable.
I did not know that.
But the bean itself is indeed a fruit. Therefore, the song Beans, Beans, the musical fruit, the more you eat, the more you toot, is scientifically correct. And by the way, that song was written by Mrs. Nigel Buttwhistle Sitwell for the famous British stage production of A Raisin in the Bun.
All right.
A raisin in the bun. I didn't know about that. It was a musical.
Yeah. How about that?
Oh.
I like chicks better. How about you? Just thought I'd throw that in.
How about that?
Yeah, how about that? With many restaurants closed, rat sightings have been increasing in several major metropolitan areas.
It's true.
Yeah.
Dick Hitswater editorial here. Without restaurant dumpsters providing a source of food, the rodents are invading residential areas and often exhibit aggressive behavior.
Oh.
I have come up with a few suggestions to deal with the rat problem.
Oh, okay.
right.
This is real. I was reading about it over the weekend.
Yes, since rats do not like the smell of peppermint, create a Maginot line of sharpened candy canes.
Ah, the famous Maginot line. Didn't work for Belgium. They went around.
Maginot line,
They could do the same with your peppermint sticks, you idiot. I'm sorry. I'm editorializing.
If your doorbell camera reveals that your porch and sidewalk are just a rippling river of fur, don't open the door.
A lot of rats, that must mean.
A lot of rats.
Adopt a cat from a local shelter. If none are available, hire an actor from the local dinner theater production of Cats. Now be careful not to feed him or give him good reviews or he'll never leave.
No.
Using a licensed handgun, fire random shots into your walls where rats might be hiding while yelling, "Die, you filthy, squeaking disease transport systems." If you're aboard a ship, pretend it's sinking.
The rats will the ship, of course. That always happens.
Since rats will quickly turn cannibalistic, use a super soaker full of barbecue sauce to spray any stragglers you see, and let nature take its course.
Oh, God.
That's right. That's right. Well, this has been Dick Hitswater sitting in for Humpy Tulips, and this was some other news.
Humpy Tulips.
Humpy.
Humpy
Not
tulips.
Humpty.
Humpy.
Okay.
Humpy. I've never seen Humpy's work. Is that a lady?
I have no idea. I'm not familiar.
One of those names you just can't tell.
Is Humpy a lady, chick?
Humpy is a lady.
Okay.
Female.
All right. We live in a world with a certain amount of gender fluidity.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
I'm okay with that. I know life's complicated. Biology is complicated. Everything is complicated. I have a new thing I've discovered.
What's that?
It's not gender fluidity. One of my dogs, my new dog Winnie, it's species fluidity.
Oh, really?
Winnie thinks she's a cat.
Really?
Huh.
Become quite the problem.
Really? Aloof?
Ever tried walking a cat on a leash?
No.
Well, try walking this dog on a leash. Aloof.
Mm-hmm.
Does all kinds of cat-like things.
Is that right?
Lies down like a cat.
Oh.
And again, I'm not being critical of anyone. I understand the difficulties of gender, and but
does she use a litter box?
Oh, there you go.
Give that a shot.
I think I might try that.
Yeah, maybe.
Pooping is not a problem. It's just that this whole thing of just not going for walks, wanting to sit.
She identifies as feline.
She's identifying as a feline.
Yeah.
Does she meow? That would be great.
She starts meowing, then you really got something there.
Then you got something.
Yeah,
okay.
You let us know.
I mean, I don't know if there's any textbooks on this or anything.
Interesting.
I just need to know. We can be reached, Bob and Tom at bobandtom.com. We'd love to hear from you. We have some great requests coming up. Also coming up, comedian Kostaki Economopoulos. And comedian Dwight Slade, a great letter from Windbag regarding the banjo.
Okay.
And one of my favorite bands, and a prediction that I have made about time travel, if that all makes sense. It's all coming up. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Stay tuned. Who knows who will be next on the Bob and Tom Track Phone Hotline? This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom. 24/7.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You just ruined it.
Hope you had a great weekend. I'm Mark Allison. I know it's Tuesday, but a lot of us were off on Monday for Memorial Day, so it's a short work week, which is good for those of you who are going back to work, which I know is a lot more of you these days, which is great. The stay-at-home order's beginning to slacken a little bit, and some of you are heading back to work, but we hope you're still joining us. Kostaki Economopoulos and Dwight Slade on a Tuesday right here on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union News Desk. Richard Branson's Virgin Orbit has failed on its first attempt to launch a test satellite into space aboard a rocket carried aloft by a Boeing 747 and released over the Pacific Ocean off the coast of Southern California. The inaugural launch had appeared to be going well until moments after the rocket was dropped from beneath the left wing of the jumbo jet named Cosmic Girl. The plane and its crew were safe and returning to base. No more information released. The United Nations warning about a possible side effect of the coronavirus, a rise in cyber attacks. The World Agency's disarmament chief says there's been a marked increase in computer-based crime, including a 600% spike in the transmission of malicious emails. Be on the lookout. And add another to the list of unique graduation ceremonies. The principal of Kennett High School in North Conway, New Hampshire, has found a way to lift the spirits of his graduates with an actual ski lift. Kevin Carpenter has enlisted the help of a ski resort, which has agreed to have each of the 174 seniors take 4 guests along for a 10-minute ride to a peak at Cranemore Mountain. Once there, they'll get their diplomas, be photographed, and sent back down the mountain. That event will be on June 13th. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
After talking with a group of massage parlor operators who urged the authorities to reopen their venues as soon as possible due to economic pain, Mr. Faris...
As the eye can see.
It's better. Faris Karasanar Awiwong.
No, you're pronouncing it wrong.
Awiwong.
Here's how you pronounce it. I looked this guy's up. It's Karasanar Awiwong.
Karis there. Wing wing. Walla walla wing wong.
Did I get it right?
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, fellas. This is Floyd Tucker, the over-the-road trucker. This is Bob and Tom's program, 24/7.
Voices in my head told me that I love you. The voices in my head said you love me too. Yes, they do. You know they're always right. So I'm listening tonight to the voices in my head. Yeah, the voices in my head said we'll always be together. So I got your name tattooed in flaming red on my forehead. They're coming crystal clear, but my doctor, he can't hear the voices in my head. Yeah, the voices in my head said to stop my medication. The voices in my head said to jump the wall and run and buy a gun. You know they're always right, so I won't put up a fight with the voices in my head. I see you on TV, and the voices are telling me that you want me and you need me, and your boyfriend should be dead and gone. The voices in my head said to break in your apartment and hide under the bed, 'cause your love was just a lie. You too must die. So tonight I'll stalk. Tomorrow I'm insane, so my lawyer says I'll walk, 'cause I got voices in my head. Got voices in my head.
Oh, Mickey's got it. 801 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, hi. Thank you very much.
How you doing?
A quick forecast from Miss Christy Lee.
Q95 Fox 59 weather brought to you by the CarX Man. We'll see some sunshine today and tomorrow, but we do have a threat of showers and thunderstorms popping up in the afternoon, evening hours. 85 today, 83 tomorrow, 70 currently.
We have Dr. Lanter is back in action. I'm happy to report. And that means you can get your eyes checked, et cetera, et cetera. Ace and I, of course, have a lot in common. We're both skiers. We both went to Dr. Lanter. We both have multifocal lenses inserted inside our eyes. That means I can read this without glasses. Give me a number between 1 and 10, Josh.
7.
7. With his vast experience, Dr. Lanter will figure out exactly what you need and get your vision back on track. See, I read that. I don't have to wear glasses anymore.
You killed it.
Give me another letter.
3.
That's a word.
Oh, letter.
Number. Give me a number.
D.
Oh, my God. What's going on?
I mean, they're your eyes
What's going
after all.
on?
Dr. Lanter, he's organized. He's a physician. He took care of Chick McGee, gave him the LASIK. Check out Dr. Lanter's Facebook page, Lanter. He's my man. Welcome back. Coming up on the Bob and Tom Show, we have comedians Dwight Slade and Kostaki Economopoulos. Tried out some new coffee this morning. I think it's very heavily caffeinated. But I'm okay now. Thank you very much, Christy Lee. Christy, of course, at the Navy Federal Credit Union news desk.
Yes, sir.
There's Ace Cosby right over there. We're about to hear the Ace Cosby joke of the day, even though he already took a three-pointer from 60 feet back and just swished it. Just amazing. Chick McGee across the way in the crazycockwine.com sports area.
That's right. It's an area.
Josh is in his brand new orange chair.
That's right.
He's, of course, in the orangeinsoles.com sidekick chair. That thing is plugged into the wall. Why?
Oh man, it's got all kinds of gadgets.
Watch this.
And gizmos.
Watch this move. Watch.
Okay. What are you doing there? You
can lay back, right?
Oh, I thought
you were vibrating.
Yeah. Let me see what. I don't know what these levers do.
We'll pull one of them and see what happens. Now lean back a little bit. See if it. There it goes.
There we go.
See you guys later.
Hello.
There you go. That's the Robert Kraft move. A lot of easy access. Okay, I'm sorry. Christy Lee's in the Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom. And happy to see you, Christy. I hope you had a good weekend.
Very quiet.
Get outside.
I planted some flowers.
Marijuana.
No, I'm not a marijuana girl.
I think you should
I planted a peony bush.
Oh, and then you peed on
lavender.
I peed in a bunch of bushes, so we're even.
Planted some lavender.
Maybe you should get into the pot.
Nah, I never was.
Become like a hippie chick. Stop wearing bras.
Nah.
Stop shaving your pits.
Yeah. Nah,
do you have those?
What
are those things called? The macrame.
Macrame plant hangers?
Yes.
I do not. I did back in the day. Of
you
course.
had a waterbed, right?
I had back in the. Oh, I was. You know how I'm such a real estate geek, and I'm always looking at stuff that's for sale.
Sticking your nose in. Yep.
Yeah, there was a house that came up on my real estate thing, and every single bedroom they had waterbeds.
Wow.
I was shocked.
I hope it wasn't a multi-story place.
Actually, it was a second floor, and they were the old wood ones with the padded sides. You remember that? Yeah, I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, that's the style my parents had.
Yeah.
Your parents had a waterbed?
Yeah, they did.
That's actually what I had.
So do you think you were conceived on a waterbed?
No, they got it when I was like 12 or something. The neighbors were getting rid of it, and my parents went, "We'll take it." It was pretty gross.
Wow. Did they at least refill it?
Had
to be a bear.
Yes,
they had to. Yeah,
had to be a bear moving it next door, taking it upstairs.
They did refill it.
Remember that? There were waterbed stores as far as the eye could see.
Waterbed warehouse. Remember that?
Yeah,
I think one of the first commercials I ever got paid to do was a waterbed.
I was really
waterbed
surprised.
warehouse. Waterbed warehouse.
Probably still is one.
Oh.
You can buy online. You can buy stuff for. Well, you have to. These people had them in 3 bedrooms if they're home. I'm still
I've never
surprised.
slept on a waterbed. Don't they
Have
make
you
a
ever
lot
done anything on a waterbed, Tommy?
Don't they make a lot of sloshing sounds?
You can get them with baffles in them, so they don't.
But those are confusing.
I baffle.
Let me tell you something. Beautifully done.
Don't try doing a crossword puzzle while lying on a waterbed.
No.
I've got this letter from someone who knows what they're doing.
This just in?
Yes. On several occasions, people always come up with the notion, what would you do if you could go back in time? Mm-hmm. And, people always have
they want to keep, what's his name, Arch Ferdinand from getting shot, stop World War I, stuff like that.
Sure.
Yes, yeah.
I have said I would.
Mine's far more personal.
Yes, I would like to make sure that the Doors had a proper bass player instead of Ray Manzarek playing that stupid keyboard bass.
What a hero!
Would have been a much better band. I received this from Josh in Cincinnati, who's an astute listener and a genius.
As Joshes tend to be.
Yeah. He said. With your astute knowledge of music, Tom, I'm surprised you want to go back in time to give the Doors a bass player when, in fact, they need a superior instrument, the banjo.
Oh yes.
Whoa.
Can you imagine?
Can you imagine Light My Fire with a live banjo on it. And it says, Chick, keep living the good fight. Thank you, Josh. We certainly appreciate that.
Yeah.
Keep your letters coming to us. We always enjoy hearing from you. Now, I've got a ton of them here, including one referencing Chick's favorite moment from last week's show, which was that they are going to be running the Belmont
on June 6th.
Without fans.
Yes. But the families of the horses are allowed to attend.
Okay. So there will be families of the horses. And David wrote saying, yes, I found that out, Chick. The families of the horses will be able to watch the Belmont from the stands, and they will be glued to their seats. Thank you very much.
Here's Steve.
It's not necessary.
A gentleman named Steve emailed me. He said, met some friends for dinner on Saturday. One of them owns part of a racehorse. She suggested having
Which part?
Small, the right hoof.
Oh, okay, yeah.
She suggested having a small party at her house next month to watch the Belmont. I took the opportunity to tell Chick's wonderful joke, and it got laughs all around the table.
Oh, it killed.
How about
All
you?
right.
There you go.
With people who know.
Yeah, there it is.
Who know?
Who knew?
With people who know, yeah.
Oh, I see.
Who knew? Who know?
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Christy Lee, what have you got over there, Christy?
A car wash employee in North Carolina making news. He returned a stimulus check that he found in the trash.
Wow.
Well, it's not like he was going to cash it. It wasn't addressed to him.
Should I play this version, or do you want to get the one that gets right to the point?
According to WITN TV, well, I could do the story over the intro.
Okay, go ahead.
Antonio Hernandez was taking out the trash at the Greenville car wash when he spotted the $1,200 payment in the can. Hernandez and his daughter, Michelle,
Never have to get paid in the can.
No.
Hey, the payments in the can,
were able to track down the recipient, Charles Thompson, who said he was not even expecting to get a check after recently moving to a new address. Thompson said, quote, that money helped me ahead and put me on the right track a little bit to get me back on my feet. Neither Hernandez, Alvarado, nor Thompson knows how the check ended up in the car wash trash can.
Weird.
Oh, I almost hit the post.
Well, as Chick said, this is one of those intros. If you were a DJ back in the day, you could.
Coming up later, you might want to stop by the Dodge dealership and see me in my Rally Boys windbreaker.
That is good.
Remember the satin jacket?
Is this it here?
See you then.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it was long for the movie, showing some sort of
it's the intro.
Expositional.
It plays under the credits.
It's a great song. I would venture to say this song is better than the movie.
Probably. I've not seen it.
I think you might be right on that.
There's a whole bunch of. I think you can argue, for example, that I don't know, Shaft song better than the movie.
I like the movie, but yeah, maybe. I think so.
There's that whole genre, the great the Marvin Gaye, Superfly, music much better than the movie.
I love that.
What was the great Marvin Gaye soundtrack? I always love that one.
The one where the instruments fall out of
Something
the truck?
Man.
Yeah.
Trouble Man.
Yeah,
that's, again, I think the album better than the movie, but it was an interesting genre.
Whatever
certainly.
you say, there's no
So this is not
discussing it.
This is a happy story. These guys find a check and give it back.
Yeah, good.
That is sweet.
Now they didn't give back that Action Comics 1 or the Stradivarius they found.
No, they kept those. Yeah,
Those
yeah.
were-
Those
1976 movie Car Wash is labeled as a comedy film.
All right.
Starring Franklin Ajayi.
Sure.
Remember that guy?
Yeah.
Richard Pryor's in it.
George Carlin, Professor Irwin Corey, Ivan Dixon, Antonio Fargas.
Huggy Bear?
Huggy Bear, that's right.
Oh, I've got to see it.
Lorraine Gary, the Pointer Sisters, Richard Pryor. They're
Lorraine
all
Gary
here.
of Jaws.
That's right. She always looks like she's crying. Lorraine
Well,
Gary,
in
no matter
Jaws,
what.
she does cry.
Yeah, no matter what.
About a shark
What
attacks and
role
stuff.
she's there.
Okay, well, thank you very much.
you go.
Christy, back to you.
Did you see the woman who played Mrs. Kittner from Jaws passed away like a couple months ago.
At 91?
Yeah.
I'm unfamiliar with Mrs.
I'm unfamiliar with her, too.
She slaps Sheriff Brody for
Remember, she comes
allowing
up-
the beach to be open because her boy.
Don't remember. I did not care for Jaws that much. I didn't.
What are you, an idiot?
I didn't think the shark looked real for 1 second.
Oh, Chick.
I don't like it, and I will not watch it.
Well, you're wrong.
What do you think of that?
All right.
Oh, there's so many
Especially
great
when I heard that
scenes.
scene where they're all really drunk and it cut print. Okay, let's moving on.
That's great.
Won't be inviting you to the 4th
They
of July
do
party.
get the wrong date for the sinking of the Indianapolis.
Yeah, isn't it weird they messed that up? Oh, well.
Well, he was drunk.
Sticking with the trash, the Centers for Disease Control warned rats are turning up in residential areas in search of food. The CDC explained because closed or limited service at restaurants has led to a decrease in food that's available to the rodents.
This is so disturbing.
There have also been reports of unusual or aggressive rodent behavior, including cannibalism
Hey, what
in
are you
New York
looking at?
City. In Washington, D.C., there have been over 800 calls regarding rats in the last month.
Well, that doesn't surprise me. Most of them are on salary there.
There's another one.
Washington, D.C.
Who's the dirty rat? Is that Edward G. Rat or
Cagney?
No.
Cagney changed that.
You dirty rat.
Yeah, you dirty rat. See, yeah.
If you have nothing else to worry about, the CDC cautions rats and mice can directly or indirectly transmit over 35 diseases.
Don't we already have a plague going on? To be
Yeah.
another one?
To prevent attracting rats, they recommend that you, owners and businesses and residents, seal access points to buildings, get rid of debris as well as heavy vegetation, keep garbage in tightly covered bins, and remove pet or bird food from yards.
If you own a snake,
yes,
and you're feeding said snake live mice, you need to seriously reevaluate your place in the world.
That's what snakes eat.
That's all there is to it. Did you feed your snake live mice?
Yes, I'll tell you this,
Is
though.
that right?
I did not care. I did not like it. I always felt bad.
Did you drop it into their snake mouths, or did you
I
leave
dropped it
in
into
there?
the cage, and sometimes, depending on how hungry the snake was, it would catch it midair.
Oh, Josh.
Brutal. I did not like it.
Joshua.
Couldn't you just drop it in with your eyes closed and run out of the room?
I don't picture you as snake guy.
I liked the snake.
Joshua Aloysius Arnold.
Did you ever whip that thing out and show some young lady that you'd brought back to your place?
Hey, you got a
Yeah.
snake here.
Yeah, most of them
Or
didn't.
did she say, hey, look, I'm in the clock, buddy. Let's get this over with.
Yes, that's right.
And obviously,
you can spend your money however you want, pal, but you really.
I don't care. I'm leaving in 20 minutes anyway.
If I have to tell Antonio that I had to look at a snake, he's going to charge me double. I'm sorry. Well, Antonio Fargas.
Yeah, that's right.
If he's
Yeah,
Huggy
Huggy
Bear.
Bear, yeah.
Remember that TV show? Yeah, this rat thing, I saw this over the weekend. It's really nasty.
Oh, it's awesome.
Especially
Yes.
in big cities. But the sad part is because the dumpsters that are usually full aren't.
Right.
I don't think it's
Can't
a
we
problem.
figure this out? Can't we release genetically modified rats that won't reproduce
Rats don't
or
hurt
something?
anybody. They're fine.
Are you kidding? They carry, what'd you say? How many?
35 diseases. That
Well,
we
just
know
don't
of.
kiss one.
I think that's low.
This is like a Renaissance fair we didn't sign up for. Hey, there's a plague.
I think the rats were wrongly blamed for the plague, weren't they?
Let me tell you something.
Oh,
That's
my.
hilarious.
Well, didn't it end up? Wasn't it actually bed bugs or something, and not actually rats?
This portion of the Bob and Tom Show features Chick McGee talking about those cars we drive because cars aren't cars anymore. What
No,
are they?
they're rolling
computers on wheels.
Computers, electronically controlled transmissions, touchscreen displays.
That was a Kurt
dozens-
Russell movie, wasn't it?
Acres and acres of sensors, computer with tennis shoes. But you can't fix any of these features yourself. And not if, but when something breaks, it'll cost a fortune. And now's the time for expensive. It's not the time for expensive repairs. You can't do it. That's why we recommend CarShield. Affordable protection plans that can save you thousands of dollars for a covered repair, including computers, GPS, electronics, and more. CarShield, you have options where you can't get them from anybody else. You get to choose your favorite mechanic or dealership to do the work, and CarShield takes care of the rest. They also offer complimentary 24/7 roadside assistance and a rental car while yours is being fixed.
All right.
CarShield has helped over 1 million customers drive with confidence, knowing you've got coverage from America's #1 auto protection provider. For as low as $99 a month, protect yourself from surprises and save thousands for a covered repair. Call 1-800-CAR-6000. Mention the code TOM or visit carshield.com and use the code TOM to save 10%. That's carshield.com. Use the code TOM, T-O-M. A deductible may apply.
Thank you very much, Chick McGee. Now, when we come back, the first of two great comedians, Kostaki Economopoulos and Dwight Slade. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, guy, it's Kid Tarmac. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. Kid Tarmac.
Hey, might be time to treat yourself to a Bob and Tom VIP membership. Just head on over to bobandtom.com to find out more. You can watch the live 7-camera video stream of the show when you're a member. You can access the Bob and Tom archives, the complete album library, even listen to the Bob and Tom Show commercial-free and on demand with our daily podcast. Listen whenever you want, wherever you want. Check it out now at bobandtom.com/VIP.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union Entertainment News Desk. Queen guitarist Brian May has had quite a month of health issues, and not because of coronavirus. Earlier, you'll recall he severely tore a muscle in his buttocks while gardening. Then he said he had a pain inconsistent with that injury, and another MRI revealed he had a compressed sciatic nerve. And after that, he experienced about 40 minutes of chest pains and what he calls a small heart attack. He was diagnosed with 3 congested arteries and is on the mend. Former American Idol judge Randy Jackson has returned to playing bass in Journey. Neil Sean tweets Jackson's rejoined the band. He played with Journey in the mid-'80s. Neil Sean says Narada Michael Walden will take over on drums. Journey fired bassist Ross Valeroy and drummer Steve Smith after legal fights over ownership of the Journey name earlier this year. And the song Respect and These Boots Are Made for Walkin' are being remade as children's picture books. The book Respect, about a girl and her family who imagine a life full of possibilities based on mutual respect. These Boots Are Made for Walkin' is about a cat who's jealous after his family adopts a puppy. Songwriter Lee Hazelwood gets the author credit on that one. Otis Redding on, of course, Respect. Both books go on sale October 6th. And that's your entertainment news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
They say 3% of the people use 5 to 6% of their brain. 97% use just 3% and the rest goes down the drain. I will never know which one I am, but I'll bet you my last dime. 99% think we're 3% 100% of the time.
Gotta write that down.
They say 72% of all statistics are made up right there on the spot. 84.4% of people believe them, whether they're accurate statistics or not. Now, I will never know what you believe, but I do know there's no doubt I need another double shot of something 90 proof. This is too much to think about. It's too much to think about. Too much to figure out. Stuck between hope and doubt with too much to think about. They say 92% of everything you learned in high school was bullcrap that you will never need. 82% of everything you got, you bought just to satisfy your greed. Because 94% of the entire population links possessions to success, even though 80% of the wealthiest 1% of the population drinks to an alarming extent. It's too much to think about, too much to figure out. Stuck between hope and doubt, I've got too much to think about. 82% of all statisticians truly hate their freaking jobs. The average bank robber lives within, say, about 20 miles of the bank he robs. There's this little bank not far from here I've had my eyes on now for a while. Lately, all I can think about is going out in style. Yeah! It's too much to think about, too much to figure out. Stuck between hope and doubt. It's too much to think about.
Hi, man, this is Donnie Baker. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Sid Gurney. Sid is at the microphone. Sid, how are you?
Good morning, guys. How you doing?
Great. How are you?
I think things are going pretty good so far, don't you, Sid?
No. Last night at the bar, Bob Donnie put on these dark glasses and made me tell this lady he was blind since he was a baby.
Really?
He said my job was to help line up something for him he calls a sympathy doink. So I go up to her, but before I could say hello, Donnie yells out, "Not the fat one, Sid, I'm friend."
Prove it. And it wasn't wouldn't hurt you to loosen up, Sid. Joke around with women, like I do. Be more self-defecating.
Kiwi Rogers is our guest. Kiwi, having just met you, I can guess you're obviously an athlete.
Yeah, I work out a little bit. They have the whole thing where you pump weights and all that stuff.
Yeah.
You got to have that cardiovascular, man. Mm-hmm. I was playing basketball the other day. They made me guard the worst dude on the other teams. It was a fat dude wearing thongs. Man. Standing on the court smoking a cigarette. You know I was in bad shape.
And you couldn't keep up with him.
I couldn't keep up with him. I got involved with that aerobics. Don't like aerobics, man. That's too much like sex.
It is. Aerobics?
Yeah.
821 Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Somebody say something.
The mellifluous pipes, as they say, of the great Ace Cosby. Coming up, the Ace Cosby joke of the day and Kostaki Economopoulos and a quick forecast for Miss Lee.
Q95 Fox 59 weather brought to you by CarX. Partly cloudy skies. Showers and thunderstorms pop up this afternoon. Look for a high of 85. Right now we have sunshine, 72 already.
Thank you very much. Looking forward to talking to Kostaki. And also comedian Dwight Slade coming up. And Josh and his weird orange chair and Ace's joke of the day moments away. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We're going to hook up in a few minutes with Kostaki Economopoulos, professional
there he is, right
comedian.
There. I see him right now.
Hey, come back.
I think, are we
air traffic control?
Yeah, it sounded like air traffic control just kicked in.
10-4, Greek Airlines.
We got a FedEx big boy coming in.
Cleared for landing on runway 249.
We'll talk with him in just a second. That's Christy Lee. You'll find her at the Navy Federal Credit Union news desk.
Say what you want, but that ain't in the middle.
We have Josh, of course, in his brand new chair.
That's right, a throne, I say, a throne.
It's an orange chair. It's the orangeinsoles.com sidekick chair officially. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We're going to hook up the track phone hotline momentarily, but first, that's Chick McGee at the crazycockwine.com sports desk. And, there's Kostaki. And, by the way, Kostaki, good to see you, sir. We'll check with you in just a second.
Okay.
There's a painting of a old chicken nugget behind your head. We'll get to that in just a second. We have Ace Cosby, of course, is our engineer. Ace is also the proprietor of the Ace Cosby joke of the day. Now, Kostaki, as a comedian, I'd like you to observe how this is done. Okay, ready? And
Okay.
these aren't just jokes, Kostaki. These are observations on contemporary culture. So let's get to it with Ace Cosby, ladies and gentlemen.
Mr. Curtis Jackson, better known as 50 Cent.
Sure.
Yeah.
What did 50 do when he was hungry?
I don't know what.
58.
58.
58.
That's a number.
If he got together with
Here we go.
Puff Daddy,
Yeah.
it'd be Fitty Diddy.
Wow.
And then if they were with a woman that had small breasts, it'd be Fitty Diddy's.
Itty bitty fitty.
Yeah, the Fitty Diddy Committee.
Itty bitty fitty committee.
That's right. That's right.
So
This
Kostaki,
is just all nonsense now. None of these words even go together.
Now I'm in trouble.
okay, if I hear the word COVID or coronavirus one more time, I'm through. Hi, Kostaki. How are you, sir?
I'm good. Good to see you guys.
No,
Me too.
You're at home in Los Angeles. Behind you, that's a nice painting. Is that a drawing, I guess?
We've got...
What's the one behind your right shoulder? It looks like a big meteor.
No, it's shaped like a hamburger is what's thrown.
But it's a landscape, isn't
with
it?
a sky blue bun.
That's a lazy artist.
Landscape?
Oh, they didn't finish the... I see.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, they didn't do the outside. They were just like,
That's the one you thought was a chicken nugget. You
Yes,
idiot.
well, an old one.
yeah, moldy.
Moldy nugget.
Who's the broad behind you?
I don't know. It's
looks kind of like Madonna.
You interpret it however you
Now,
like. Is she miserable? Is she happy?
The green screen you got going? Is that what this is?
No, this is a corner of the dining room.
Oh, you
What kind of green screen is this?
How can you
It's a really good one. That's what I was thinking.
looking at that woman?
That's hanging in your hair. Well, I'd never go home then.
I don't have a lot of choices.
So judgy.
What did you do over the weekend? Did you have a good time?
Yeah, we had a good time. We hung around here mostly. Tonight we're having my two brothers-in-law are coming over. That's our big event.
Sorry to hear it.
Birthdays. Yeah, in the yard. We have a yard set up, so we're going to have a socially distanced fire.
Are you going to grill?
Situation.
Aren't they fresh from Wuhan? That's what I heard.
Don't think we're going to grill, but we're gonna have a little fire.
I know their idea of socially distancing is being just far enough away so they don't have to hear you speaking.
Oh.
You gonna put up with that, Kostaki? Huh?
Yeah, it's
our sister's
you gonna let
stupid.
Spider talk to you?
Our
Like
sister's
little
stupid husband is how we refer
comedy.
to him.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun.
Are you grilling?
Not grilling, but fire pit. Fire pit.
Oh, okay. So
Grilling is messy. Fire pits are relaxing, right?
Well, I mean, if you're an American, you grilled yesterday.
You put a wiener on a stick? What do you do?
At my house, we did Omaha Steaks, steak burgers, and we did Omaha Steak hot dogs. Oh, what are they? Just God, those were the best.
Beef Franks, those jumbo Franks.
So good.
Yeah, we grilled yesterday. It was very, very nice. Although we didn't time it exactly. Well, I guess we timed it right. We had the whole table set out in the back. Everything was ready to go. And, of course, started raining the second we sat down.
Yeah, right.
Never fails.
You know, that thing where you have to rush everything inside. Okay, very good.
I'd love to find out what really happened.
No, that's exactly what happened.
He got all... He was worried about it, and then he lost track of time, and an hour later it started raining.
I told you, I was painting the swing set when I realized we didn't have any tomatoes. So
you
I
were
got
staining the swing set.
I don't think we heard that we didn't have the tomatoes.
Yeah, we didn't hear the
get this part.
Well, there's a roadside stand about a mile from here that has really good tomatoes. So
Sure
I
they do.
drove over there. Got some nice tomatoes.
Why mess with a store when you can buy it?
Now that's the way to go.
By the way, on your way home, if you drive
teenager.
by, get the peaches.
Oh, really?
Well, they got some good peaches. So, Kostaki, like Americans, we grilled out yesterday. I know that since you're whatever first generation from Greece,
boy.
I'm sure that you had a...
Yeah, we hate America. The Greek immigrants hate America. That's well known.
Well, it's hard to it's hard to make a giant lamb on a spit in the backyard for...
That's true. That's a commitment. That's a big Easter tradition.
Okay, well, so you're having a fire in the fire pit.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Do you use actual sticks, or is this one of those gas things?
No, we have a real fire pit. In
Okay,
fact, we had complaints from the neighbors, and we had to get one that's sort of smoke eating.
Oh, California.
Yeah, that's right.
Nothing
That's
there
right.
but fruits and nuts.
Yeah, that's right.
You've got to be. It's not legal to have an actual fire pit in L.A.?
No, it's not a legal thing. We have one neighbor who's a giant pain in the ass, and when he complained, I was like, "Whatever, dude." And then our really cool neighbors were like, "You know what? Last night was really bad." So my mom, we stopped having fires, and my mom. It's also, we have issues with fire here, so it's a bit of a thing.
There's that.
So my mom found a fire pit that's super cool. It sort of like has extra heat inside and has this sort of a ventilation system, and it brings the smoke way down. And now we're fine again.
Oh, cool. All right.
Yes.
Okay.
So we're good.
Sounds complicated.
Yeah, it's a long answer.
Well, but
Sounds
that's
like something
Memorial Day.
Thank you,
you'd be
chick.
in the market for, Tom.
Yeah,
The
Tommy.
more
We have
complicated, the better.
We have a fire pit. It involves having a pit and wood flames.
Yeah.
Sorry.
One step beyond fair.
The kind of fire that George Washington would have, an American.
Speaking of America, I brought along an Econo monologue with last week we did city slogans. So the natural progression, state slogans, everybody.
All right.
Now, these were all home runs last week, Kostaki. I'm very proud of you. Now, what have you got?
Okay, so some of these are on license tags. Some of them are marketing, advertising slogans for a little while. Some stick. Some are great. Wyoming, like no place on earth. That's a great one,
That is a
right?
good one.
Kentucky, unbridled spirit, right?
Love that.
That's a good one. I mean, the most famous one, obviously, is "Live Free or Die."
Live free or die, right? New Hampshire, right?
But
yes.
and the thing about that is, it's a great slogan. Whereas a lot of these, you can tell, were developed by the Chamber of Commerce.
Right.
They're a little
Kansas, no place like home. I like that.
That's a good one.
Yep.
Here's a good one that's a little nutty. Maryland, seize the day off.
Yeah.
It's like Carpe Weekend.
Wait a
It's
minute.
great.
That's a joke, right?
No, that's a thing. That's a real thing. Now again, that
on
might not be
your
on the
license
tag.
plate, it says "seize
No,
the day
it may
off."
be a.
No, No. Like some
Like
of these are slogans that are advertising slogans for a few seasons.
Like the travel bureau.
He explained that at
Right.
the beginning, Tom. Had you been listening?
Well, I was saying that's un-American, and I want real slogans like "Live Free or Die." Back to you.
Yeah, I got you. Some are not so good. Now, Florida's a sunshine state, of course, but also their slogan. This is a real one. Visit Florida. Boy, there's a slogan writer who had to pee. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Fred, as soon as you come up with a slogan, you can pee. Visit Florida. Gotta go.
Now, Kostaki, do you remember what it used to be?
No, what do you got?
Arrive alive.
Oh, I do remember that when I was a kid.
That was strictly Florida?
I think so because
Wow.
I remember.
I thought that was when we went to the 55-mile-per-hour speed limit.
When I lived there, when I lived in Florida for 3 years,
Wait
it was
a minute,
Arrive
Christy,
alive.
did you hear that Tom lived in Florida?
Oh, yeah. What city did you live in?
Well, I lived in several places.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were in Orlando, I know
Of course,
that.
in Orlando,
Right.
Fern Park,
Right.
Castleberry, and of course DeLand.
DeLand. Oh, my gosh. Why did they call it DeLand, Tom?
Oh, because it's near the sea.
That joke
Anyway,
celebrating 35 years in entertainment.
I thought that was Florida slogan "Arrive Live," but there were everyone had license plates that said "Arrive Stoned" on the bottom. Different time. Okay.
New Jersey, come see for yourself. I wonder if that was auto-corrected from "Go F yourself."
I thought New Jersey's was, hey, you didn't see nothing.
Yeah. Don't worry about it.
No, New Jersey's beautiful. It's just everyone knows that one.
That's right.
They know that one strip of oil refineries.
The ugliest part of New Jersey is
And you go to
the part
Basking
everybody's-
Ridge and look
That's
at the
right.
horses. And I thought New Jersey was the Garden State.
Yeah,
it's
me
the Garden
too.
State. Yes,
Sure.
of course.
See, they keep toying with these. What's the new one? Come see for yourself.
Come see for yourself.
That's
Somewhere along the line.
That's so defensive.
Yeah, it is, right? Yeah, what'd you hear?
It's like, oh yeah.
Here's one that's the same thing. Now, Illinois is sometimes called the land of Lincoln.
Right.
And also they have a promotional slogan, right here, right now. Is that a slogan or the beginning of a bar fight? What's happening?
Yeah.
Or a beer commercial.
That's a Jesus Jones song.
That's a great song.
That's a great song.
That is a great song.
That is a great song.
It is.
Maine, worth a visit, worth a lifetime.
Oh, I like that.
They should have stopped at worth a visit, I think.
It's better than their first effort. Never warm enough to swim. See, that's
That's true.
Not very
That's no
inviting.
good.
Yeah.
That's no good.
They should have gone with, is it warm enough to swim? That way people, I don't know.
Oh, it could be.
The
No, it's
water
definitely
never
not.
gets above 68 degrees.
I've been there in August. It's definitely like hard to get in the water.
Yes.
South Dakota. By the way, if minus 20 is not unusual, we shouldn't be allowed to have South in your state name.
Okay, good point.
Great faces, great places. That's a cool one, right?
Oh, that's an allusion to the Mount Rushmore, right?
Mount Rushmore,
Yeah.
of course.
That's a very good one.
Mount Rushmore has, of course, Washington, Jefferson, Lincoln, and Teddy Roosevelt. Teddy Roosevelt is not even the best Roosevelt. How did he? He's third behind Franklin and Eleanor.
Well, the only Benjamin Franklin, our greatest president.
Oh, yeah, of course. Sure.
Put him
Yeah.
up.
Okay, now Kostaki, I want to pause from the frivolity for just a moment
Of course.
to feature this.
Oh!
I saw Jesus Jones at Six Flags St. Louis.
No.
Loudest concert I've ever seen. I don't know why they had it so
They're great. That's a great song.
that song is great.
Right here, right now.
Do they have a second song that's good?
They sure don't.
I don't know.
A one-hit wonder? There's plenty of those.
That is a good song. I saw a Cheap Trick at Six Flags Over Georgia back in the day.
All right.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
fun,
let's real quick. Once around the horn, loudest concert you've ever seen? I'll say Great Southern Music Hall, Ramones, Joan Jett, and the Sex Change Band. Deafening. Josh, loudest concert?
I'm not joking. It was stereo MCs, and they opened up for Jesus Jones, and it was the loudest show I've ever seen.
Christy Lee?
Oh, God, I can't even think. I've been to so many concerts over my lifetime.
Yes.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't remember stuff like that. You know that.
Say something pretentious. Oh, it was the Grand March from Aida. Yes, they were bringing out.
Edith Kookaburra was
Ask
Carmen.
Ace, because he was probably with me. What was
Ace,
the
loudest concert.
Probably Zebra.
Oh,
I was not at Zebra.
I saw that one at the Vogue. Yeah, that was deafening.
That's not a real thing.
No, I was there. They had their amps stacked up to
Zebra.
the ceiling.
Oh, they had a hit.
I was
like
there.
Something,
You were at
Who's behind the
Zebra?
door?
Who's behind the door?
That was an appropriate double bill. It was Zebra and Striper.
God, Josh loves that joke.
Look at him. He did the drink take.
Wow. You love that one.
What the hell's wrong with you?
I apologize, Kostaki.
I think Christy might have been.
I think Kostaki laughed.
I think Christy
enjoyed that very much. You get excited when you think
Christy's going to agree with us. John Mellencamp and our seats were like in line with the speakers somehow.
Yeah.
And my ears still hurt from that.
Okay,
Great show, though.
Okay, Kostaki, can we extend your stay here for a few more minutes? Okay.
Yeah,
okay. I don't want to ask you to close her.
Oh, is that right?
I do, Kostaki.
Not going anywhere.
I'll preface this letter briefly. I want to reread part of it. Kostaki, sometimes I'm sure, like when you're sitting around your little campfire tonight with your in-laws, and you've amused them for
in your little toy life, in your little toy house,
and you've amused them for moments with your takes on the Atlanta Falcons. And
the quarterback you ever had was Steve Bratkowski. Stuff like that.
Did you ever ask questions like, if you had a time machine and you could only do one thing, what would it be?
Oh,
And I'm sure you'd probably install Lennon as the head of.
Does anyone think this is fair?
No, but he does it to all of us, and they can't.
I'm sure
he gets one little grain of somehow
you'd install Karl Marx. Karl Marx as president of the United States.
Mm-hmm.
If you could go back in time, what would you do, Kostaki?
He'd burn the Constitution.
Back in time? Oh my goodness!
I'd pay a little visit to a lady I call Sally Griswold. Is where I go. That's what I do.
Well, Kostaki, I often say that I would go back and make sure that in the mid-'60s, the Doors had a proper bass player instead of Ray Manzarek playing that keyboard bass. Never really worked. Never worked for them live, and not a great live band because of that. Someone said I'm
not
wrong.
The fact Jim couldn't sing. It's Ray Manzarek. Okay.
Some comic has a great joke about this. Is it Mike Kaplan? Do you guys know? It's everyone always says that go back and kill Hitler. That's why he grew up anti-Semitic. All the Jews are trying to kill him.
In the news, we have Hitler's alligator coming up in the news for real.
Oh, yeah.
But I said, this guy wrote in and said, no. The Doors didn't need a bass player. They needed a banjo player. And I had no idea this was out there. But if you'll bear with me for just a second. This is this is the bluegrass.
They added banjo.
The bluegrass version of "Light My Fire."
It's called that band is called the Screen Doors.
They're not, but they should be.
Unbelievable. If I had a time machine, I'd go to right before you push the button to play that. That's where I go.
If you want to enjoy some great recorded Doors, some of them have a bass player, particularly the L.A. Woman album. Listen to them on a pair of Raycon wireless earbuds. Chick McGee brought these to my attention. Big fan along with Snoop Dogg. These are the best.
That's right.
In fact, I'm about to buy another pair of them. I like them so much for one of my sons. So it's the Raycon earbuds, about half the price of those premium wireless ones. The white ones that fall out of your ears all the time. The Raycons are amazing. The E25 earbuds from Raycon are the best yet. 6 hours of playtime, seamless Bluetooth pairing, and they have plenty of bass.
Yes.
That's right. Just ask Snoop Dogg or Chick McGee.
Don't ask the Doors, though.
They're perfect.
Unlike some of your other wireless options, Raycon earbuds are both stylish and discreet. No dangling wires, no stems. Get 15% off your order. How? You go to buyraycon.com/Tom. That's buyraycon.com/Tom. 15% off Raycon wireless earbuds. They are the best. And right now, gosh, you need them more than ever, because sometimes you just want a little peace and quiet. Pop those Raycons in, listen to your favorite music, your favorite podcast, maybe listen to the Bob and Tom Show, make a few phone calls. It's Raycon, the best earbuds out there for half the price. Buyraycon.com/Tom. We're getting love letters about these from fans that have listened to us talk about them. So please check them out. Tell them the Bob and Tom Show sent you. Buyraycon.com/Tom. We're going to come back with a kid with a dream, young comedian Kostaki Economopoulos. When we return. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is the Bob and Tom Show. Text us at 888-262-8661. More Bob and Tom next. all night, all Bob and Tom. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, Mark Allison with you on a Tuesday. It's May 26th. Hope you had a great long weekend, a 3-day weekend, which makes a shorter work week. That's right. We're already to Tuesday. That's good news. With Dwight Slade on the way, and coming up on Wednesday, our relationship expert, Allie Breen, Reno Collier, and our resident geek, Jessica Alsman, will be stopping by. Got some great guests on the way, Al Jackson, Rob Haney, and on Friday, Jimmy Schubert, all scheduled to appear via Zoom, socially distancing here at the Bob and Tom Show. Got a great week of comedy ahead, and glad you could join us here on a Tuesday for Bob and Tom 24/7. Good morning.
From the crazycockwine.com sports desk, I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. It was a made-for-TV event, and TV viewers made it a winner. Turner Sports says Sunday's charity match, featuring 2 pro golfers and 2 NFL quarterbacks, a ratings hit. The match, Champions for Charity, drew an average audience of 5.8 million viewers, making it the most-watched golf telecast in cable television history. Former NBA great Patrick Ewing making progress in his fight against the virus. The son of the Georgetown University basketball coach says his dad has been released from the hospital and is continuing his recovery at home. Ewing announced last week he's tested positive for the virus. He's 57. And the NHL is hoping to move on to Phase 2 of their return-to-play protocol early next month. That includes opening practice facilities and allowing small group workouts. 6 players will be allowed in team facilities at one time for the voluntary workouts. No on-ice coaching or instruction is permitted. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
I'm not ready to start. I'm such a nice guy. I'm boss. I'm hip. I'm fab. I'm such a great guy. Of course, it's almost noon, so you're gonna have to pick up my tab. Please take me home to meet your folks. They'll have to laugh at all my jokes. I know they'll dig me because I am the most. I'm so perfect.
He's a bitchin' guy.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Tom Tones.
Oh, that's so we love you.
I'm such a nice guy. My personality just won't quit. I'm such a great guy. There's no odor at all when I take an enormous. I'm a perfect 10, as you can see. When you sleep tonight, you'll dream of me. And of course, I'd like you to lend me money interest-free. I'm a genius.
He's a bitchin' guy.
The Tom Tones, ladies and gentlemen. Wilhelmina Baker. Carlita Story. Chris Clay. And what's your name, honey?
Phyllis.
Phyllis. Phyllis Kaiser. A perfect personality. On Jesus' wall, there's a picture of me. As you can guess, my name is Tommy G. My palms are hairy. Now, wait a second. My lyric sheet says my palms are hairy. He's a bitchin' guy.
Sorry, Mr. Groundhog.
Try that one more time. I've got the perfect personality. Mount Rushmore will soon have a bust of me. As you can guess, my name is Tommy G. I'm a genius.
He's a bitchin' guy.
Hey, 846 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Christy Lee has the forecast.
Q95 Fox 59 weather. We'll see some sunshine today, but a threat of a shower or thunderstorm this afternoon, high 85. Currently, we're up to 73 degrees.
Okay, I hope your homeschooling days at least take a break for a while.
Yeah.
But I've been working, of course, on homeschooling Alexa.
Oh.
Alexa, can you please play the Bob and Tom Show on Q95 and iHeartRadio? Please play it all day long. Thank you very much, Alexa.
Oh, God.
I can't do
Alexa.
that, Tom.
Somebody stop her.
You know, Alexa, I really am tired of arguing with you. In fact, I have a date with Siri tonight. So,
Well, why don't you just go to sleep? I'll take care of everything else.
thank you. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. So, I look around the room. I see the master of the Ace Cosby joke of the day. Of course, it is Ace Cosby. Chick McGee's across the way. We got the new Crazy Cock wine in.
Yep.
CrazyCockWine.com sponsors the Sports Desk. And did you see the new edition? Got the Crazy Cock.
Yeah, dry red. Can't wait to try it.
Right behind me there.
Mm-hmm.
Look in the eye. Look in the eye.
It's crazy.
Now, if you're watching on YouTube, you'll noticing that Josh is sitting in a rather ugly yellow and orange and black chair.
Oh, not ugly at all.
But it's
just not your style.
It's representing the orangeinsoles.com.
Indeed.
As the orangeinsoles.com sidekick chair. And of course, Christie's in the Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom. And on the track phone hotline and visual contact has been made. It's comedian Kostaki Economopoulos. Now, Kostaki, we were talking about the loudest concerts we'd ever seen.
Oh, yeah.
Now, in your case, I'm sure it was probably a lecture at the University of Georgia. Probably, who was it?
Here we go.
Gus Hall.
Around 1989, I went to a handful of heavy metal concerts, so it's probably one of those, Iron Maiden or Ronnie James Dio or something.
Oh, love the Iron Maiden. Ace took me to my first Iron Maiden show.
Did you put out after the show?
At least a little road handy.
Tried to kiss him.
unbelievable,
Did you get a kiss? Tom.
We held hands during the ballot.
Oh. Ace kiss. Tom.
Got this from Michael. He writes, loudest concert ever, Ted Nugent at Vets Auditorium in Des Moines. I believe it was the Wango Tango Tour.
Okay.
The Scorpions were the opening act, and they were great. Ted swung across the stage in a rope, landed, started screaming, and fell flat on his back. The lights came on for 20 minutes until Ted came to. Apparently he knocked himself out.
Wow.
What? Sounds
And then there's
great.
a concert. That's pretty impressive.
And, of course, Ted is responsible for one of my favorite guitar solos of all time. Do you recognize this? That's the solo from Journey to the Center of the Mind. Ted is like, what, 17 or something when he played this?
Yeah, it's incredible.
Okay, I don't expect you to understand it, Chick. It's,
I play that one, goes,
you can see what I have to deal with this Saturday. It's unbelievable.
That sound makes you want to hunt some animals with a bow or something.
All right, well, I can't wait for the concert scene to get cranked back up. In the meantime, we're studying state slogans with Kostaki Economopoulos. And what have you got next?
Studying is a good word for comedy, Tom. Let's study some more. New Mexico is the land of enchantment.
Oh,
that's
yes.
good.
Love that. Yeah.
That's a good one. Well, you can't say way better than regular Mexico. That can't be.
Yeah, that could cause problems, I think.
That can't be your slogan. My home state, Georgia on my mind, right? Ray Charles song.
Oh, sure.
Appropriate. It might take a blind guy to totally love Georgia. that way you can't see the rebel flags, you know.
Yeah, you got to turn a blind eye to a few.
Oregon, the Beaver State. Also, we love dreamers is the slogan. As opposed to Alabama, we love Leonard Skinner. It's very different.
We love dreamers. That some of these are so.
Yeah, agreed.
It's like they're high on pot. Wait a minute, man.
Yes. Alabama's is share the wonder. Now there's a slogan primed for a product placement, right? You just drop the word bread in there. Yeah. You get Ricky Bobby to come down and do a spot for you. Texas, like a whole other country. It's true. It's huge. If you're driving, it's like a whole other planet. That is a big state.
Yes.
They should borrow that Snickers slogan in Texas, not going anywhere for a while.
I've driven
done
it.
some
Yep,
done
same
some
here.
one-nighters in Texas. You're like, well, how far away could it be? It's the same state.
Yeah.
Kill yourself.
Now, wait a second.
17 hours. Okay, good luck.
Other than Alaska, of states, that which ones can you hop in a car and not be out of them in a day?
Boy, it's Texas and Alaska. If you're going
Florida?
north-south in California.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
is
North-South California's long.
That's a big state. Yep. And I guess you're right. If you were
Florida's
going
pretty
from
long.
Tallahassee to Key West, or
Yeah.
something,
Exactly.
Yeah.
that's a big state too. Yep. Virginia is for lovers.
Sure.
Of course.
Love that.
What state is I love you, but I'm not in love with you? That's the state of sadness.
I was going to guess. Gosh, I was going to guess.
What
Rhode
were you going to
Island,
guess?
but
Rhode
I
Island?
don't know. I was wrong. Sorry.
West Virginia has a few. One of them is open for business. Isn't that Denny's slogan? Like, what kind of a slogan is that? Yeah. They wanted to go with open 24 hours, but it was taken by Waffle House. Almost Heaven, of course. That's the one we know the most.
Sure.
West Virginia,
John Denver.
right?
Thank you.
How could it be heaven? I'm not even sure it's the best Virginia. It's debatable. It's of course a line from John Denver's Country Road album, right? Almost Heaven, West Virginia. Almost Heaven, is that some kind of a purgatory situation? That's like, it's where you get stuck if you die for making your own airplane.
Kick old Denver while he's down.
Yeah, American treasure, John Denver.
While he's down.
All he had to do was reach down and flip the switch. He'd
Yeah.
be
That's
okay.
right. Oh, man.
He forgot about the other gas tank.
How do you forget you have another gas tank?
Maybe you haven't had enough training.
Yeah.
Well, he turned and there was the sunshine on his shoulder.
Oh, nice.
I see.
Now, right now, I'd like Chick McGee to recreate one of my favorite scenes. We take you hovering somewhere over Martha's Vineyard with John Kennedy at the wheel of an aircraft. He's not qualified to be
Also,
piloting.
yeah.
And who else is in there with him?
His wife and her sister. And what was the last thing she heard?
If you two don't shut up, I'm going to crash this plane right into the vineyard.
Yikes.
Okay, sorry. Back to you, Kostaki.
Washington. Now, this one they've moved on from, but for a while, their slogan was "Say Wah."
Oh, that's right.
That's the abbreviation, right? You can't do that with Kentucky. Say KY, that's no good. You don't want to. Hawaii, you could do it, say hi, but it's the only state where they don't say hi. They say aloha.
Yes.
That's got to be your closer. That is strong.
You just say it yourself.
Yeah, that's so strong I didn't laugh because I was just in awe. You can't say hi in Hawaii.
Nope.
Wow. Well, thank you, Kostaki. Good to know.
Wisconsin, the Badger State. That sounds like what happens many years into marriage. Like, dude, I've fallen in the Badger State.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
We moved. We were in the Beaver State. Now it's the Badger State. And finally, Pennsylvania. This is true. I've been on the road. When you drive into Pennsylvania from the south, there's a big sign that says "America starts here," which is like, what? Everything south of Pennsylvania is Mexico now? What you got those damn Marylanders sneaking across the border?
Yeah, that is kind of presumptuous, really.
It reads
starts
as
here.
off-putting to me. I don't know. That seems weird.
Yeah, a lot of them are off-putting, I think, a number of the state slogans, frankly. But yeah,
Agreed.
You can't beat "Live Free or Die." Right there.
It's a good one.
Right there on the plates. Well, thank you, Kostaki. Now, tonight, once again, it's your brothers-in-law.
Yeah.
And you're going to have them come over and not cook them anything and just make a fire that doesn't smoke.
We've discussed we're going to have pretzels and beer and stuff, but we're going to, I don't know, put gloves on and just serve them and then run away. I don't know how this works. This is a very strange world we're in
Well,
right
this
now.
will be a nice visit. You'll be all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we've
can make
actually
s'mores.
got a nice little backyard and
Good.
yeah, that's right. We could do s'mores. We got
Sure.
s'more ingredients.
S'mores.
Yeah, okay, that'll be nice. No real food, though.
It's an after dinner type.
Maybe
thing.
they're coming at 8. You don't
Yeah.
know.
You can always ship me some of that sponsor goodness.
You know something, Kostaki? I'll send you some Omaha Steaks.
All right.
Okay.
There we go. Now we're talking.
All right. Very, very good.
I don't know if they have gyro meat.
Yeah.
Which I love, by the way.
By the way, now, how do you pronounce Gyro? What's your interpretation? Do you say
It's a sound that we can't make as Americans. It's a. If you got to err in one direction, you go for the Y sound, right? It's a gyro, right?
So how would you pronounce it then in Greek?
Right.
I don't know. I'm not Greek.
Wait.
Thank you, Mr. Economopoulos. I call my first witness.
Yeah.
Your father. All right, Kostaki, thank you. Very funny. We're coming right back. Coming up, comedian Dwight Slade. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
More Bob and Tom next. Got a comment? Our email is bobandtom@bobandtom.com.
Bob and Tom, 24/7. Oh, yeah.
Hey, Mark Allison with you. It is Tuesday, May 26th, and you're tuned to Bob and Tom 24/7. We'll have more of the show coming up right after this.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union News Desk. Richard Branson's Virgin Orbit has failed on its first attempt to launch a test satellite into space aboard a rocket carried aloft by a Boeing 747 and released over the Pacific Ocean off the coast of Southern California. The inaugural launch had appeared to be going well until moments after the rocket was dropped from beneath the left wing of the jumbo jet named Cosmic Girl. The plane and its crew were safe and returning to base. No more information released. The United Nations warning about a possible side effect of the coronavirus, a rise in cyber attacks. The World Agency's disarmament chief says there's been a marked increase in computer-based crime, including a 600% spike in the transmission of malicious emails. Be on the lookout. And add another to the list of unique graduation ceremonies. The principal of Kennett High School in North Conway, New Hampshire, has found a way to lift the spirits of his graduates with an actual ski lift. Kevin Carpenter has enlisted the help of a ski resort, which has agreed to have each of the 174 seniors take 4 guests along for a 10-minute ride to a peak at Cranemore Mountain. Once there, they'll get their diplomas, be photographed, and sent back down the mountain. That event will be on June 13th. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
New names for the show.
Oh!
And this is in the vein of how comedy clubs have all the wild names, so we could call it the Morning Ha-Has.
Yes.
I like that.
All right. Sort of a 60s vibe. Tom and the Wonders.
That's good.
And then, because of all your great medical advice that you give, even though you're not a doctor.
That's correct.
We could call it the Dr. Tom Show.
Oh, I love that.
Good.
Love it. Love them all.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom 24/7. It's not on air. It's online.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
My workday's done. Go grab a shower. Let's hit the pub. It's happy hour. If we get bombed, who gives a damn? I'm not as drunk as you think I am. Those chicks right there don't look too good, but 3 more beers, I guess I would.
It's either them or my right hand. I'm not as think as you drunk I am. So buy another round. We'll sit right here and drink them down. Get everyone another beer. You'll have to kick us out of here. Say, are you girls waiting on your friends? What did you say? You're lesbians. Bartender, cancel those 2 drinks. I'm not as am as you drunk, I think. This beer is moving like a train. I think my lizard needs a drain. But first I'll have a double shot. I'm drunk, you think, as you am is not. So buy another round. We'll sit right here and drink them down. Get everyone another beer. You'll have to kick us out of here. This bathroom's nice as it can be. It's got 4 walls. I've puked on 3. Oops, here comes more. I'll use the sink.
The 3 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Christy Lee has a quick forecast.
Q95 Fox 59 weather brought to you by the Car X-Men. Partly cloudy today. Showers and thunderstorms roll in this afternoon, possibly. Look for a high of 85. We're up to 73 under sunshine.
Christy rolling in her Jeep.
Oh, yeah. Thanks to my friends at Westgate, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram.
They can't do it. Nobody can.
That's exactly right. And you're not going to find a better deal than you will right now at Westgate. If you do, they'll pay you $2,500. Check it out. Come to Westgate. You have nothing to lose if Westgate doesn't give you the best deal on a new 2019 or 2020 Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, or Ram. They're going to hand you $2,500. See for yourself. Get the lowest price or be on your way to the bank with $2,500. Don't miss out. It's the Beat It or Cash It event, and it's going on now at Westgate. You can find them on the west side just off Highway 40 next to Coles and Plainfield and online at westgateauto.com.
What are you doing over there? No, you went, yeah, don't do that ever again.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. That's Chick McGee.
Thought I was mumbling.
CrazyCockWine.com sports desk. Josh in his brand new orange chair. It's the OrangeInsoles.com sidekick chair. It is very, very orange. And Christy Lee's back there in the Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom all by herself. The track phone hotline is going to ring in a few minutes. It'll be comedian Dwight Slade. Ace Cosby is right over there. And again, I want to hear another version of Light My Fire done bluegrass style.
Yes, sir. Yes, I do.
It would be untrue to know that I would be alive.
The guy said it needs more banjo. There you go. I'm sorry.
I don't think it would have been as big a hit.
I don't know. Jose Feliciano kills it with his acoustic guitar. That's a great version.
Oh, God.
Anyway, I'm sorry. We were chatting with Miss Lee. Anything else going on over there?
Oh, there's a lot going on that we haven't gotten to. The Tiger King saga continues. Signed trading cards of Carol Baskin and her husband Howard have sold out in just 24 minutes.
Trading cards.
Tiger, Tiger King. Tiger King, a Tiger, Tiger King. Tiger King, a Tiger, Tiger King. Tiger King, a Tiger, Tiger King.
Check this out, Josh.
Tiger King, a Tiger, Tiger King.
Okay, I'm sorry, Josh.
The couple autographed 400 official Leaf collectible trading cards that feature a picture of them wearing matching cat costumes.
Leaf did them? Wow.
The cards cost $99 each. Sold out within 24 minutes.
Okay.
Non-autographed cards are still available for $8 each. The cards are the first ever signed collectible items from the bear, who, of course, were featured in the Tiger King series on Netflix. Joe Exotic's fashion line, a collaboration with streetwear brand Oh Dangerous, sold out in hours, you'll recall.
Mm-hmm. This should... these trading cards, if someone's doing a coronavirus time capsule,
yeah,
this Tiger King is definitely going to be in it.
Yeah.
It's so funny because it seems like it was last year.
Yep, I agree.
Tiger King phenomenon, but it's still out there if you haven't seen it. Joe Exotic is still in prison, right?
Yes.
So he's trading Tiger King cards for Newports and meth, I'm guessing. Kind of a meth thing. Yeah, sorry.
Elon Musk is in the news again, and his baby mama Grimes. They've already changed their baby's name from XAEA12 to XAEA Roman numeral 12. It's pronounced XASH-A12.
Huh.
And you ask why? Well, apparently the Roman numerals look better.
Yeah, they're actual letters in a name as opposed to numbers.
And I think the state of California had a problem with the numbers. Grimes confirmed the name change in a comment reply on one of her Instagram photos after commentators asked whether the change was related to California law, which requires names to use only the 26 letters to the alphabet. Grimes replied, quote, Roman numerals looks better, to be honest. She has previously explained that the X stands for the unknown variable.
Yeah, that's great.
The AE Ash was her elven spelling.
Isn't that nice?
What?
Yeah,
What does
like
that mean?
elves.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah.
Good luck, kid.
Yeah.
And as of AI, as an artificial intelligence 12, Musk's self-proclaimed contribution to the name for the precursor to the SR-17 aircraft.
Yeah.
Poor kid.
Poor kid is right.
It's pronounced child abuse, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Do you think they'll just call him Ash?
That's a cool name.
There you
Yeah.
go. Makes sense. So it's what's the AE called again? That's called Ash.
Uh-huh.
The A merged with the E. What is
Right.
that from? What language? Is that an alphabet of somebody else's? Or
Probably. There is a...
Can you find it on a typerighter?
No.
No,
standard keyboard.
I've wanted to type it before, and I
What does it stand for?
It's just a variation on.
You wanted to type it before.
There's a Tool song called Anima, and it has the ash at the beginning.
That's about where you give enemas to animals.
Well, it's kind of about an enema of. It's about flushing California into the toilet, and so it's an enema. It's sort of a cleansing of.
I see.
Rid of
Who are you?
the filth and trash of.
What are you, man?
Maynard James Keenan is sort of.
Oh, great. XAEA 12 though is the final version of this, except
Roman numeral 12.
Roman. Okay.
LA's become a bit of a circuit.
I've got to change my password to that again.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much.
The jackpot for Alaska's famous guessing game has shrunk due to the coronavirus fears. You'll recall the century-old competition involves residents purchasing tickets and recording guesses of the exact day and time when a tripod set up on the frozen Tanana River in Nanana would fall into the water.
No.
Do.
No.
Tanana on the nana.
Yes.
Oh, the tanana on the nana.
Or you can do na. Hey.
You know,
goodbye.
I ate a banana on the Tanana.
Did you?
Banana.
You got a banana on the Tanana?
Banana.
How do you spell the name of the river?
Tanana. Tanana.
And where is it?
In Nanana.
Spell it.
Tanana and Manana?
In Nanana. N-E.
I hope for whatever reason somebody's
N-A-N-A.
just turning the radio on right now.
Who named this place? Mel Tillis?
They do this every year.
Tanana. I love this song.
Yeah.
This was, interestingly, the loudest concert I ever went to.
I'm bringing it all back around, huh? All
So,
right.
okay, here is the article. Okay, so they set up this tripod.
Right. Every year they do
frozen
this.
Tanana, which is in...
Which is what she
Nanana.
said.
Nanana.
You're acting like you're giving us this information for the very first time.
I might be stalling for a bit.
There were 5 entries that correctly guessed the marker would fall at 12:56 p.m. on Monday, April 27th.
Okay.
I want to get in on this.
Nanana Ice Classic manager Sherry Fornes said this year's jackpot was $125,000.
Where does she live?
She lives in Nanana.
Is this the, quote, bit you were building towards?
Yeah, a lot of heavy belly laughs in this. Yeah, that's funny.
Hey. This is vastly superior.
No way.
No way, man.
Nobody cares about
First
this
of all,
story.
this is the Muppets. For starters.
Second of all, this is Steam.
Yes, I know.
Oh, no, you got to get back to the banana part.
Break your heart.
Here comes Josh.
Got his hand
Oh, I
around.
know, yeah.
Such a good song. Goodbye. Never mind. That's fine.
It is a good song.
The Nanana River.
Nanana Ice Classic manager Sherry Fornes said this year's jackpot was $125,000, far below last year's jackpot of $311,000.
Fornes Binus.
She said people did not want to venture out to buy entries.
Venture out into the city
Fear of the virus. Why do I bother?
Oh, this is...
No, Tom had a good question. Venture out into the city of what?
Nanana.
Nanana.
Key change.
Phenomena. Phenomena.
Hey.
Phenomena.
Phenomena. All right. I can tell you're mad.
Fornes Binus should have gotten more.
I was going to bet on this on DraftKings, but I missed out.
Yeah.
I like it. I think that stuff's fun, don't you?
Yeah, of course.
Random stuff to bet on?
I'd love to bet on that. It's
can.
all over, though, right?
I think. Can you do it
thought was
online?
over. I thought
If
it
we
was
could
all
do it
over.
online,
Well, it's over now. We'll have to start over next
I have
year.
to wait till
For
next
next year?
Yeah, just write down in your little calendar thing, Tanana,
Tanana
Nanana.
Nanana.
Tanana and Nanana.
Right,
And,
Nanana,
and this year
Nanana.
it was March something, right?
April 27th.
Okay.
Let's not forget the chick had a banana in Tanana and Manana.
Yes.
And you had, if I recall, you had an enema.
That's right. An enema.
As he was eating the banana. Okay. An
Yeah.
enema.
You ever had a banana enema?
Oh, gosh.
Did you ever stick a banana in your butt?
Well, that's subtle.
Man, but I had fun saying it. Yeah, it's my last day, but I had fun saying it, man.
Just remember, you better freeze it first.
What is happening here?
Sure feels like Monday, doesn't it?
Doesn't it?
It sure does.
I know
No, it
from
feels more
Monday
like
shows.
it feels more like sodomy.
It'll feel like sodomy, and then you put a banana in it. Okay.
Did that win a Grammy?
I think it did.
If that didn't win a Grammy, what are we doing as a culture?
No, sadly, the year the Grammy went to the great band Steam. I'm sorry.
Steam.
This time now to examine what's directly behind me. Look at this. Wait.
What?
That's Crazy Cock Wine. That's back there behind Tom.
Ooh, look at Tom. He's got
Came
the
in this
four-pack.
morning.
Mentally,
Dry
it would be-
red.
mentally, I know you're already on a sunny beach, kayaking a lake, or hiking a trail. You got to start thinking about your summertime on-the-go beverages. It's going to happen, baby.
It's the dry red wine blend in the can.
Our favorite premium wine, Crazy Cock Can Wine, offer a dry rosé, a dry white, a dry red blend. And for those of you who like the bubbles, Crazy Cock makes a sparkling white and a sparkling rosé.
Now, the eye on this one, look who it is over there.
Oh, my gosh.
It's creepy.
I wonder if it's the same as the eye on this one.
Okay.
It's made by the Gibson Wine Company, who's been making quality wine in the California vineyards for over 80 years. Originally designed for South Carolina college football fans. Since it was so crazy good, though, they decided to make it for everybody. So ask your retailer kindly to carry Crazy Cock Wine. Great wines to be enjoyed anywheres, convenient and recyclable, fit in any cooler or backpack. And they can be taken to the park or beach. Look for Crazy Cock cans at a market near you. You can't find it in the store. Go online, crazycockwine.com, and make an order. Then tell your local retailer that the Bob and Tom Show says, stock Crazy Cock Wine. Leave your glass and wine open at
Stock
home
the cock.
and get some Crazy Cock Wine.
That's what you write on the
crazycockwine.com.
Stock the cock.
Uh-huh.
Stock that cock.
All right. Crazy cock.
You got that cock in stock? No.
No.
I love that show.
What's wrong with you?
HR cock and stock. Wasn't that theme song? Ba-da-da-da.
Phenomena.
Welcome to HR cock and stock.
You got cock and stock?
Yeah, you're going to hear Welcome to HR pretty soon.
Oh, my God.
Coming up, we'll switch gears and do comedy.
What a great last day. Oh, that'll be good.
When we talk with our friend, the great comedian Dwight Slade. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom 24/7. Hey, don't forget, if you missed today's show or you'd like to hear it again, we'll have an afternoon double play for you. Beginning at 3 p.m. Eastern, Christopher steps in and we'll replay today's show back to back right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. Tell Christopher I said hello.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Chick McGee here at the old compound. And they want me to tell you about bobandtom.com, where you can join and be a Bob and Tom VIP. And all the swell stuff that you get to be a part of because you're a VIP.
What kind of stuff?
All sorts of things.
Like what?
There are club meetings, and there are decoder rings, and and secret handshakes. And also go to bobandtomstore.com, where you can get Bob and Tom hats and sweatshirts, t-shirts, and shorts, socks. We have socks. I'm not sure about the socks. But yeah, bobandtomstore.com for Bob and Tom stuff, and then bobandtom.com to join the VIP. The VIP, you also get the Off the Air podcast. Come on by and visit, okay? bobandtom.com, bobandtomstore.com.
Expect both books go on sale October 6th. And that's your entertainment news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
I was known as the school slut in high school because I slept with girls' boyfriends, including the most popular girl in school.
That'll do it.
I just found out my 20th high school reunion is scheduled for November of next year, and I wasn't invited.
Oh, my God.
Should I just show up anyways or let it go?
Oh, show up.
Oh, show up. Hell yeah.
I did not get an invite to my 20th.
Or Joshy, were you the school slut?
I did sleep with a lot of girls' boyfriends, yes.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Comedy via your computer. Bob and Tom 24/7.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Today is every Monday, a morning college lecture. Taking notes on Socrates and other useless crap. From Kierkegaard to Nietzsche and all those stupid douchebags who couldn't find their asses with a flashlight and a map. I've heard it all before. I failed this class last year. I know exactly what this lecture needs. A wet t-shirt contest with the girls from Master Beta, the Kappas and the Thetas, and that redhead in my row. We'll spray them with cold water, they'll jiggle and read Plato. I'll cheer them on as Aristotle Jr. starts to grow. That's when I wake up. Monday mornings suck. Monday mornings really suck. It's another Monday morning, our weekly office meeting. I'm very much hungover and this room is really bright. My dumbass boss starts talking about how to cut expenses. I should have stayed in bed and tapped that girl I met last night. I've heard this crap before. I should raise my hand. I know exactly what this meeting needs. A wet t-shirt contest with the ladies from accounting, plus all the secretaries and that one girl I don't know. Jump on the conference table, we'll spray them with cold water. Their shirts become transparent and their tatas start to show. That's when I wake up. Monday mornings suck. Monday mornings really suck. No matter where your Monday morning finds you, you can turn a frown into
just grab a great big bucket of cold water. 'Cause a wet see-through blouse will help your day begin. It's another Monday morning, a business flight to Cleveland. My butt hurts from the strip search 'cause I had too much shampoo. My seat is in.
Hi, 921 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
The rescheduling has started. Good to know. Find out about Dave Matthews Band, Jimmy Buffett, the Indy 500, a lot of stuff. There are firm dates now. Smashing Pumpkins.
Smashing Pumpkins.
The Doobie Brothers. Rescheduled. I'll run some of those dates by you in a few minutes. But,
the Doobie Brothers.
Good to know that the concerts are coming back. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Welcome back. Thanks for joining us. We're getting hooked up here. Our engineer, of course, is Ace Cosby. He's over there.
Up.
That's Chick. That's Josh. I'm Tom. There's Christy Lee right down there. I can see her. She's next door in the Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom.
Yes, sir.
We're going to get the track phone hotline hooked in here at some point soon. But right now, we turn back to the newsroom. Have we missed anything at all?
Yeah, a drummer for the band Death Angel has said coming out of coronavirus coma was like escaping quote-unquote hell.
Who?
Oh, I read about
The
this.
drummer for the band Death Angel.
Yeah. Wait a second. I've got some Death Angel here.
Do you?
Is it deaf or death?
Death.
Death. Okay, here we go. This is called...
So you would be deaf if you're...
Probably.
This is called Guilty of Innocence. This is a San Francisco-based, right? Heavy metal band, Ace? Okay, here we go. This is one of their songs.
That's a real toe tapper.
Well, this is the Cole Porter influence.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
There we go. There's the drums.
I'll be humming this later.
Okay, now
Will Carroll.
Josh losing his mind about it.
Will Carroll, the drummer, awoke from a 12-day coma on March 30th at the California Pacific Medical Center.
Well, which is it?
47-year-old said that while he was in a coma, he had dreams wherein he saw himself leave his body, fall into hell, where Satan, a woman, punished him for his slothfulness.
I think he might have something.
I think he believes he went to hell.
He said he said he was turned into a Jabba the Hutt-like monster who vomited up blood until he had a heart attack.
Oh man, that's a rough sentence.
Sounds like one of their, it sounds sort of like one of their songs. I guess that's the irony of this whole thing.
I guess after waking up, Carroll said he plans to live a healthier lifestyle, and though he still intends to listen to satanic metal, he said, quote, "I don't think Satan's quite as cool as I used to." Carroll and several other members of the local metal scene have contracted the virus during a tour of Europe back in March, and though Carroll experienced the most severe symptoms, they have all recovered. Carroll also adapted a belief in a higher power. He feels the prayers from his family and friends helped him pull through.
Okay.
He plans to give up hard alcohol and bong rips, only occasionally indulge in hard cider and edibles.
Okay, I love this is the classic. Well, I'm going to quit drinking except for booze.
Hard cider.
And then I'm going to stay away from pot except
Here's the $1 million. Here's the question that'll blow your mind. You ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
When will you be not scared about getting it?
I don't know.
When he gets a vaccine?
Yeah.
Never?
Treatment?
Yeah. I think when there's strong treatment, vaccine, that kind of stuff.
But this guy had a
So
near...
not this year anytime.
You never know. This guy had a near-death experience.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
This is one of the first that we've talked about or heard about. There's somebody saw Satan instead of God, though, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, he needs to change his ways, apparently.
a friend of mine had it, and he was on a ventilator for almost 3 weeks. And they told his family, get ready, he's dying, he's going to die in the next 2 days.
Wow.
And he recovered.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, when he came out of it, he said he'd been in the Bahamas the whole time. And the interesting thing about it, he has never been to the Bahamas.
No kidding.
Yeah. Isn't that weird?
And when he came out of it, did his wife have to cut loose the boyfriend and the new house they bought?
I knew I shouldn't mention this. Now I'm going to have to explain that.
Did he have a tan?
Wouldn't that be something?
Yes, Tom. Did he have a tan? That's a good question.
I can't tell you why that's much funnier than you think it is. Because this guy is like the king. I am not joking.
The tanning king?
Did I tell you this story?
No.
He is the king of the spray tan.
There you go.
Wow.
Really?
I am not joking. I'm not going to mention his name. Yeah. But he was, and he got off the respirator almost 4 weeks ago, and he's doing okay now.
You know,
but again, I'm totally serious. He thought he'd been in the Bahamas the whole time.
I was on
and he's never been
ventilator for like 2 hours, but so I didn't. But they make you sign a whole big thing about not holding anyone liable for, you know.
Well, you were having surgery at the time.
Not having a sense of smell or your vision.
No, this is the same thing. Your friend who was in a coma and chick who had one on for 2 hours. These are comparable.
I think we're not. The most important thing to take away from this is that as a culture, I'm glad that we're progressive enough to now state that Satan is a woman.
Yeah,
I think that's.
I think we've always suspected that.
I don't think that's true at all.
We've loosened up enough to gender. Never mind.
God.
Okay. You know, gospel choirs have the best drummers. That's a fact.
Is that a fact?
Oh, gospel bands always have the best drummers.
Where do you get these
When you have
facts?
thoughts pop into your head, you don't have to say everything you think of, okay?
That's a fact, he said.
Stop it.
It's a fact.
Just stop it.
All the great 50s bands, they're all a bunch of gospel players.
Is
Conway
Do you
Twitty?
think what we're about to see is real?
Oh, there we go. There's Mr. We've been stalling.
Is that
I almost said waiting for Mr.
real?
Slate, Fred Flintstone's boss.
Slade.
It's
Hello.
Hi, Dwight.
Hey, Dwight, we can see you now.
Good. Yes. Good morning. Good. How's my hair look?
It's
Well, you got one strand that's kind of.
It's very Kevin Bacon-esque.
Oh, that's a
Yeah.
headphone.
Trying to win a Jennifer Aniston contest.
That's nice.
Yeah, you have that look. Now, how are things in Idaho?
Very good. You know, I moved here because apparently tater tots prevents the corona crisis. So I've been happy about that.
Okay,
I've
good.
been eating and injecting steak fries. So I feel great.
The home of the potato.
There you go. Yeah.
We were talking about state slogans before.
Yeah.
And does the license plate where you are say anything about potatoes?
Famous potatoes.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I went to the DMV. I said, come on, guys, really let it go.
You got to go with your thing.
Who is the most famous potato, would you say? Mr. Potato Head?
Mr. Potato. It begins and ends with Mr. P Head. That's what they call him. The big P.
God, I used to love Mr. Potato. And then the Toy Story just.
Did you know?
Home run.
Were you a child at a time when you didn't get the plastic potato?
Yes,
you
used
just
the
got
real
the
potato.
eyes. Yeah,
Absolutely.
and a real potato. Yeah, I just missed that.
Now, did you peel the potato, or did you use it with the?
Why would you peel the
I
potato?
didn't use real potato. I
Well,
bet
there's
you
a-
did, you
there's a-
lunatic.
There's a
Sounds a little sadistic.
There's a potential joke about racial insensitivity. there.
I see. Certain.
I said, Mommy, this Mr. Potato's not the same color I am.
A joke there. That's what we try to peddle here occasionally. What else is happening?
Why don't you
Dwight?
go out to Idaho and join Dwight for a couple days? Maybe.
We'd love to have you.
Yeah, there you go. See?
Well, I finally got my stimulus check.
Oh, did you?
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah, and I learned something. I don't know what the word stimulus means. I don't think it's a good sign when you get your stimulus check and it's a gift card to the Dollar Tree. that's a little bit, yeah. And if I'm not mistaken, isn't stimulus a type of cloud? Remember that in third grade?
Cumulus.
Cumulus.
Cirrus.
The stimulus cloud goes through and gets blown away by the evening. Well, guess what? My stimulus check got blown away this evening. I went to Vegas.
Oh, there you go.
Are they open yet?
I'm working on it.
They are working on it. They're not.
Some restaurants are actually open here in Idaho, which is interesting. Although I don't like the fact that when a waiter offers you dessert, he does it like he's offering you porn. So did anyone save some room for dessert? How about a little dessert? I'll have a cheesecake and a couple of forks. Oh, a three-way. I'll be right back.
That is true.
Yeah.
And do you know the name of that voice you were just doing, Dwight?
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you remember
I think
that
he
guy?
was Lucy's boss in the second Mrs. Carmichael.
Oh, that's right.
Gail Gordon, Mr. Mooney.
Oh, God. Very good. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that's true about the dessert thing. And when did the enjoy thing start? Could that go away, please?
Hope you enjoy.
Enjoy. Just enjoy. Oh, really? I was gonna shove it in my pants.
Wait, enjoy. I've been loathing this whole time.
See? Now, if I said something like that, oh, go ahead, you jerk. This hard-working server, and you're upset with them saying enjoy, is that right?
Well, I mean, we're okay. We ordered the food.
I like it when they bring you water and they say, enjoy. Oh, I will. This inert molecule I will ingest now. It's delicious. Delicious.
Well, have you been outside at all?
Yeah, I've been outside a lot.
No, he stays in his house 24/7.
Well, look at his pallor.
What do you mean?
What?
It looks like Dwight.
Yeah.
What are you trying to say, you lunatic?
It looks like Dwight in a funeral home as the guest of honor.
He's darker than you are.
Yeah, maybe the guest of honor.
Dwight, you look great. Don't listen to him.
Thanks for checking in on the show.
Thank you.
Jeez.
I thought this was suddenly an intervention all of a sudden.
No, you look very nice.
Thank you.
I was just curious. I mean, you're in beautiful Boise, Idaho. Did you get enjoying anything out? You going for hikes?
Yeah, I'm to the mailbox and back for my stimulus check and my government money. But I've been going out a lot. I don't like it when people say hit the bathroom. Speaking of what you were talking about, when they say, hey, we'll go in a second. I want to hit the bathroom. Yeah, what's going on in there? It sounds a little violent. I'm going to hit the bathroom. What do you got, a croquet mallet in there?
I know around here a lot of people miss the bathroom.
Yeah, no joke.
That's another matter.
Nobody's using the ladies, are they?
Yes,
Are they still
the
using
seat
the
was
ladies?
up just a minute ago when I was in there. Thanks, guys.
Just urine, though, still, right?
Yeah, well.
Okay. Oh.
Uh-oh. I'm sorry.
Speaking of that, how come there's ice in the men's urinals about this?
There
Have
is?
you ever wondered about that?
I have wondered about
I
that.
love
I thought
that.
it's supposed
Why?
to cut down on the odor, isn't it? I think.
But look, if you have to odor your patrons' body fluids, you need to open a clinic, not a restaurant. I'm trying to pee and I make a margarita. Leave me alone. They don't have that in the women's room, do they,
Oh,
Christy?
no, they don't, Dwight. No.
Well, you'd have to not
No, in
flush.
the ladies' room, they've got a sofa and a attendant.
We
and
like to be pampered.
a disco ball and.
And I'm surprised with the way civil rights legislations are going. I'm surprised we don't have to have a tampon machine in the men's room just to keep everybody happy.
Yeah.
In the interest of equality.
Would that bother you if there was a tampon machine in the men's room?
It wouldn't bother me. It'd just be totally unnecessary,
Not
really.
your problem.
I suppose if there was someone who has an issue, why not? I say BYOT. That's what I say.
Bring your own tampon.
Yeah. One of the benefits of working for this company, they do have free tampons.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if they're free, but somebody supplies them for us, yes.
They're a generic brand, though. It's a lesser cotton, is what I understand.
Yeah, they're fiberglass.
Yeah, you got the mezzo.
Well, you still bleed, but it's not from the period.
If you got those never-ending commercials for mesothelioma. Mesothelioma.
So, Dwight, how's Idaho?
Now, Dwight, are you a cook?
I'm really a drinker more than a cook, but
I thought you quit drinking.
No, well, I've gone back, I think, a little bit.
I don't blame you.
You have to.
Yeah.
I think it's interesting how drinking changes when you're younger and you're older. When you're younger, you want everyone to know you've been drinking. You show up Monday at high school. We were drunk on Friday. And you get older, it's like you don't want anyone to know about it. Yeah, we went out Thursday and we got a little tipsy. Really? Tipsy? Yeah, didn't you throw your back out and vomit into the cactus garden at Applebee's? Tipsy? You're in a neck brace, dude. When you're younger, you never think twice about heading downtown for a party. You get older, all you think about is parking.
Exactly.
I'm not going down there. There's no place to park. Molly Cruz coming to the Coliseum. I'm not going down there. No place to park.
It's so true.
You're wearing a neck brace. That kills me. All right, Dwight, it's always a great pleasure. Get outside, get some fresh air, have a couple drinks.
Apparently.
Okay. It's just great talking to you. You look fantastic.
Thank you very
Now
much.
you say that.
Well, Dwight. Thanks, man.
Dwight, you do look great. Don't listen to Tom.
Bleached out, yeah.
All right, thank you. I have to go work on this.
Oh, if I had that much hair, I'd wear it just like that. It looks great. You look very nice. Comedian Dwight Slade. Up next, we have a couple things. I did want to mention that you did a little bit of grilling yesterday, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Omaha Steaks had some delicious. I love the hot dogs.
Oh,
I did burgers. I did the burgers
so
also.
good.
And
They're even good when you heat them up.
Father's Day
might be better.
Just around the corner.
Yeah, in June, coming up.
And in fact, when I get off the air today, I'm going to order a bunch of stuff from Omaha Steaks for Kostaki Economopoulos because I promised
Aren't you nice?
Well, then why wouldn't you, Tom? Right now is the time to do it. You know
Well,
why?
if you order Kostaki stuff, you better order us some stuff, too.
He did. We took
Now
some
we're
last week,
fighting.
remember? Omaha Steaks now offering Bob and
You
Tom
did?
Show listeners
Yeah, by the way,
access.
excuse me for one second.
Let's order more.
Yes, thank you. You're welcome.
Let's order more.
Father's Day's June 21st, by the way.
Okay. And you can get what kind of steaks? What's going on right now?
I was trying to tell you.
Not very effectively.
We seem to be having our own conversation.
A variety of amazing packages, perfect to send old dad. Go to omahasteaks.com. Enter the code. Check, you know the code?
Tom.
BTS into the search bar.
Oh, BTS.
Bob Tom Show.
You'll see all the great options available, many that include free shipping and, listen to this, a free 1 pound package of their perfectly cured, incredibly thick applewood smoked steak cut bacon. My goodness.
Oh, that's nice.
World famous Omaha Steaks. Oh my gosh. In the Father's Day packages, naturally aged at least 21 days for tenderness, hand carved to perfection. Burgers, franks, sausages, perfect for grilling. Premium poultry and pork, cut by Omaha Steaks butchers and individually sealed.
Got this from Hollis and Rebecca.
Yes.
Subject heading Omaha Steaks. It says, sent from Yahoo Mail and Android. Received my Omaha steak package this weekend. I got to say it's amazing, and that's an understatement. Well, thank you, Hollis. By the way, it says, P.S. Apple desserts are amazing.
Oh, yeah, dude. Those caramel apple tartlets, incredible, as are the rest of their artisan desserts and all those side dishes. Man, oh, man, make Father's Day simple this year. Send Dad the gift he really wants. Perfectly aged Omaha Steaks.
Yum,
Get
yum,
free
yum.
shipping and free steak cut bacon with select packages. Visit omahasteaks.com. Type BTS, Bob Tom Show, in the search bar for the best Father's Day gifts today. omahasteaks.com. You're going to love them. We do.
When,
Love 'em, love 'em, love 'em.
When Peyton used to shout out, Omaha,
Yeah.
well, they're right there in the field. I'd think steaks.
Yeah.
Of course.
omahasteaks.com. Type in BTS. Thanks very much. When we come back, we'll do a little bit of history and find out what's going on in the world. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is the Bob and Tom Show, brought to you in part by Navy Federal Credit Union, proudly serving the armed forces, DoD, veterans, and their families. Our members are the mission, insured by NCUA. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, this is Bob. And this is Tom. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
What do you mean the Bob and Tom Show comes to an end? We thought that it went on forever. Well, it does right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. And we continue Bob and Tom after the Bob and Tom Show. It's the laughter after. We call it the work farce. All the fun without really that much effort. Ace Cosby will be your host. Maybe he'll throw in a joke or two. Keep your smile going all day. Keep your coworkers guessing what you're up to as you roll through this Tuesday, May 26th, with us right here on Bob and Tom 24/7.
From the crazycockwine.com sports desk, I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom sports update. It was a made-for-TV event, and TV viewers made it a winner. Turner Sports says Sunday's charity match, featuring 2 pro golfers and 2 NFL quarterbacks, a ratings hit. The match, Champions for Charity, drew an average audience of 5.8 million viewers, making it the most-watched golf telecast in cable television history. Former NBA great Patrick Ewing making progress in his fight against the virus. The son of the Georgetown University basketball coach says his dad has been released from the hospital and is continuing his recovery at home. Ewing announced last week he's tested positive for the virus. He's 57. And the NHL is hoping to move on to Phase 2 of their return-to-play protocol early next month. That includes opening practice facilities and allowing small group workouts. 6 players will be allowed in team facilities at one time for the voluntary workouts. No on-ice coaching or instruction. Hi, Chick McGee here at the old compound. And they want me to tell you about bobandtom.com, where you can join and be a Bob and Tom VIP. And all the swell stuff that you get to be a part of because you're a VIP.
What kind of stuff?
All sorts of things.
Like what?
There are club meetings, and there are decoder rings, and secret handshakes. And also go to bobandtomstore.com, where you can get Bob and Tom hats and sweatshirts, t-shirts, and shorts, socks. We have socks. I'm not sure about the socks. But, bobandtomstore.com. for Bob and Tom stuff, and then bobandtom.com to join the VIP. The VIP, you also get the Off the Air podcast. Come on by and visit, okay? bobandtom.com, bobandtomstore.com.
He heard, because I hope someone had fun. She said, we need to talk. He heard, you need a lawyer. He said, would you mind squeezing the toothpaste from the bottom? She heard, do you mind living with an anal retentive neurotic? She said, you were snoring again last night. He heard, do you have to breathe? He said, I'm thinking about buying a motorcycle. She heard, I'm in the mood for a big fight. She said, would you go clothes shopping with me? He heard, can I pull your fingernails out with pliers? He said, I thought our waitress was very nice. She heard, I'll be thinking about her during sex. She said, this commercial is so beautiful. He heard, I'm getting my period. He said, let's try something new tonight. She heard, let's see if you're double jointed. She said, do you mind not watching football? He heard, do you mind if I chop off your
Hello, you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. This has been Chick McGee speaking.
NBC Sports on their golf telecasts, they got caught putting in bird noises for ambiance, and a bird lover called him on it.
Correct.
Because he was hearing a bird that was not indigenous to where the tournament was being held. You imagine being the guy who had to field that phone call? Yeah, sports department. Yeah, hi. Listen, does this sound right to you? I guess I'm supposed to believe the blue-breasted whippoorwillow has decided to alter its annual migratory route to enjoy a little golf. Okay. I get it. I got one.
9:46 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Hot, humid. What's going on?
Yeah, hot and humid is right. Showers and thunderstorms possible this afternoon with a high of 85.
Oh, come on.
We have 77 degrees right now, so we're warming up quickly.
Okay, thank you very much, Christy Lee. Concerts finally getting rescheduled. Check out Q95.com, see who's where. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Let's get back to it. We're going to learn a little bit right now. We have Christy Lee, of course, in the Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom. This is Tom. That's Chick. That's Josh. Ace Cosby is our engineer. Thank you very much. Now, Christy, I think we've caught up with pretty much everything.
Yeah, we haven't done Today in History. We have a couple stories we can do, or we can wait till tomorrow.
No, I think we should save them.
All right.
What are you doing over there?
Time now for...
Oh, hi, Len.
Hey, Leonard.
Phenomena.
See what I can find.
Oh, Leonard, that's not the...
Phenomena. In history. Today in history. Here we go now.
Bram Stoker.
Yes.
You know what? Short for Abraham. Yes,
Yep.
sir.
My nephew's new dog's called Bram. Brammy? Bram?
Son's name was Graham.
Graham Stoker.
They were on the metric before anybody.
I'll be done.
Oh, jeez.
Did you say Graham?
How about that for a tag, huh?
Did you
Graham
say,
and his kid Graham.
Stroker?
Yeah.
Stoker.
They were stroking.
Oh, hey, Josh. He's waiting for.
What, is it a birthday? Did he publish Dracula? What happened?
He's waiting for a bit to be ready.
No, I know. Yeah.
No.
Let's hear this.
What about Bram? Is it his birthday today?
Dracula went on sale in 1897 in London.
See, you get a lot better ones than I get here.
Dracula walked so Twilight could run, Christy.
Oh, that's nice.
I'm a big fan.
I have in 1978, Resorts Casino Hotel became the first legal U.S. casino outside of Nevada, opening in Atlantic City.
Cool.
Yeah.
When?
You don't
1978.
I didn't know it was that late. What?
Yeah.
They didn't have gambling in Atlantic City before then?
Apparently not.
Huh.
You don't have 1927, the last Model T?
I do not.
The last Model T.
Yeah.
Well, before they moved on to the Model U?
Yeah. But that was nothing compared to the Model V.
In 1930, the Supreme Court ruled that buying liquor does not violate the Constitution.
Thus putting an end to...
That's even if you're in a robe at 8 a.m., Josh. You know what I'm talking about.
Putting an end to prohibition? Is that what you're talking about?
Is that when it was? Yeah, I have no idea.
I
don't know.
This is important. 69, John Lennon and Yoko Ono started the famous Bed In for Peace in Montreal.
69.
That's not worth celebrating.
No.
That was fun.
Was it?
No. Remember that? They had that song, Give PR a Chance? I tried to make some. That was the second Bed In.
Oh.
Remember, wasn't the first one in Helsinki or something?
The last.
Well, they did the
person asked,
second one
I don't
because they'd earned enough frequent guest points from the Hilton.
Oh, good. Yeah.
frequent bed-in miles. What?
How? Why?
I don't remember this.
What?
And I was on the air at the time. Radio broadcasters go silent for 30 seconds at 7:42 a.m. to honor the radio industry in 1989.
I don't remember that either. We were all here,
Yeah, I
weren't
was
we?
going to say, we were all right here.
Yeah.
No way you did it.
We were rebels.
There's no way we did it.
You can't stand 2 seconds of silence, let alone 30.
You know what we think about regular radio clowns. You know that.
Yeah, we don't follow the rules.
Oh, I remember this now. Yes, and we did it for a minute here because it was a 2 for Tuesday. Okay, sometimes you do jokes just for yourself.
That's not bad.
Hey, you know what? Today's Bobcat Goldthwait's birthday.
Happy birthday, Bobby.
Yeah.
He'd be so sad to hear you.
I know he would.
Thanks for bringing that guy back, he would say.
Yeah.
Okay, birthdays. Okay,
Stevie Nicks, 72 today.
Oh. I hear she's going to get drunk on her birthday and fall off the stage.
Brent Musburger, 81.
Wow. Really?
Yes.
John Wayne was born in this state in 1907.
Well,
Gacy or just John Wayne?
Just John Wayne. Yeah, thank you.
Happy birthday, Duke.
The great Miles Davis, born in this state in 1926.
Did John Wayne Gacy talk like John Wayne?
I doubt
You want to see my crawl space building?
Oh, my
Honk,
God.
honk, honk.
You know something? If you ever do make that movie you're threatening to make, please have that. Please have a guy turn on a television set, and there's a cartoon in which John Wayne Gacy does a John Wayne impression as he's about to kill someone. Please.
You don't want to make it. You're not looking forward to make it.
Right.
You're threatening to make it.
On this date in 1951, the great Sally Ride was born.
Ride, Sally, ride.
Had her name been Sally Drive, she would have, I guess, gone to NASCAR.
What?
Oh, and Matt Stone. Great Matt Stone.
Who's Matt Stone?
Trey Parker?
and Matt Stone of South
Oh,
Park.
that Matt Stone, sure.
Brilliant, right?
Yeah.
I believe in all my dreams.
Very funny. Now, we have to move on.
Time now for things we learned on the Bob and Tom Show, brought to you by Granger. For 90 years, they've been delivering products to keep your facility running. That's what they do best. Granger.com for whatever you need, whenever you need it. Granger, for the ones who get it done. And remember me, I'm the Granger Ranger.
Thank you very much, Granger. Let's see. I had the perfectly timed yesterday. I was staining the kids' swing set.
Yeah.
Got the fire going. Ran out to get some extra tomatoes. Came back. Got everything cooked up. And the second we sat down, it started raining. Okay.
I ran out to get extra tomatoes.
That's what he said.
God. You like tomatoes? What those wrong?
Have
with
you ever sat down to a dinner and not have to go and pick up something extra? I bet no.
Nothing wrong with getting some tomatoes. Let's see now. I also washed the car, of course.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
Well, that'll happen. Always
Before or after the rain?
Before.
Of course, yeah.
Let's see. A chick is half full of Crazy Cock wine this morning.
Oh, yeah.
At the Crazy Cock wine
I think I'm being
sports
generous.
desk. The weirdest story is there's rats are everywhere in certain metropolitan areas because the dumpsters aren't full because the restaurants are closed. So let's hope that as things open up, the rats go away.
Harmless.
And Josh used to own a snake.
Yeah.
And we also found out that what 50 Cent, the great the rapper, 50 Cent does when he's
Fitty.
Fitty, not
50.
There's only
Fitty.
one F in it.
50.
Fitty.
Fitty. F-I-T-T-Y. Fitty.
Like you're having a fitty.
When 50 Cent is hungry,
we are way over.
58.
58.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say? Send us an email, bobandtom@bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.